Let me give you more reasons to follow the homie Sil for the latest news, scoops, and moves he's about to reveal. From coffee talks to special brews, I'm out of burgers for meals. A cup of bourbon with that tea that's about to get spilled. Like, what's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, who's walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. Take out your pen and paper, sit down and take notes. Sil is the realest among imposters, scavenging cutthroats. So, what's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, who's walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. One of a show. Let's go. Between DC and Marvel, they both have a startle. Disney's moving finicky, let's not mention Star Wars. All these movie execs be drunk off their power, disconnected from the fans in the ivory towers. What's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. When they keep making the same mistake, that's what you call insanity. They can't even acknowledge the self-inflicted calamity. What's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. One of a show, let's go. Scoop Senator, coffee talks, also covering analytics, making his own reviews, cause it's always been the critics. They clout chasers, money driven, repeating the latest gimmick. Come over to Sil Nation where true vision is given. Listen, what's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. Let's not forget Mikey's son, always special to the crew. From day one when him and Sil got together for special brew. What's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, who's walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. One of a show, let's go. I guess I'll finish on this note. When the niggas go flip mode, they turn gremlins, I'm Gizmo. Come for my people, my kinfolk. For them I ride for and kill for. With this till I'm skillful, you can really escalate till it all goes abysmal. What's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, who's walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. I'm a watchman, forever vigilant, steady watching and listening, disciplined, militant, killing these dudes that started visiting. What's the latest word? Yo, Sil, we need to know. Tell us what you heard. Yo, Sil, we need to know. The ins and outs, who's walking out, buying in. We need to know your thoughts on what's new, what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. One of a show, let's go.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is the weekly show. We back. Y'all know if I can't do Saturdays, if I'm working, we gotta move to Sunday nights, right? This is like the backup slot. And we here for the weekly show. What is the weekly show? This is the WB Paramount Saudi's DC Snyderverse weekly show. We talk the latest in this Paramount deal, what's going on with DC, whether we like it or not, and if Snyder's doing something right. This is going to be a very heavily focused show towards the current DCU. What you got, right? Y'all see the topics here? Now, we got some mixed topics today as well, too. We got the Odyssey. We gotta have a nice conversation with white folks today. Much love to, again, I have a good viewership from people around the world, but we have to have a conversation about the Odyssey. I've been doing this the last 3 weeks. We gotta kind of have a come to Jesus moment today. Okay, about the Odyssey, and we'll make this very clear as well too. MCU just stole San Diego Comic-Con, and they didn't bring their best. Insane, but they have some cool stuff as well too. The Paramount WB deal, is the deal paused? Is it over? Will Netflix win? Well, no. I'm gonna answer that last question. Netflix will never win. But what's going on with the deal? We'll talk about that today as well. KFCU. We got some Clayface updates, some Lanterns updates. We got some weird Man of Tomorrow. A scoop just dropped before I went live. Gunn is leaning into the obscurity of DC characters, meaning it's probably over for his DCU. But we'll talk about that as well too. Clapback. I keep telling you on Twitter, don't come at me, bro. I will pull you up on a Summer Jam screen every weekend for the weekly show. Who's going to be on the screen today? Stay tuned. All right? Stay tuned. We coming in. Shout out to X Twitter. Smash a like. Share the stream. Let people know what you're watching. Comment under it on X Twitter. And then we got YouTube. Shout out to YouTube as well. Smash a like. Make sure you subscribe. Let's run that real quick. I don't want people to realize, like, 6 years doing this. How don't y'all know how I come at this, bro? Don't come at me, bro. I'm going to pull you up live. I pulled up Grace Randolph. She blocked me after I did that. It was like, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Grace Randolph got pissed off at me and said, oh, I'm going to block this dude, this black guy from Kentucky. Like, what? Don't come at me and think I ain't going to pull you up on the screen. I'm confused at you testing me. I'm gonna bring you to Syl Nation every week. Sylabdul here, the People's Champ. You already know what we do overall. Much love to Syl Nation. Who we got in the chat? Let's go to the top. We got Ezra. I see you. Wilkerson up top. Vegeta. People get mad at me. I'm not a Dragon Ball Z guy, so they get mad at me when if I don't pronounce your name right. Jules will be back. Jules is busy as usual, so we'll get Jules probably like 2 weekends out of every month at this point. Jules is the homie. Y'all already know. Much love to her perspective and what she does. She will be back. CY is busy as well. JT, shout out to you. Definitely appreciate Jovic. I see you, Jovic. Send those super chats in. We got a goal to keep this ad-free. Marcus Neo Sevens, I see you as well too. Let's get this in. We got some very interesting topics today. Vegeta. Okay, see, because phonetically I say Vegeta. That's all good. It's all good. If you know what, if Jules was here, she would have been so pissed off. I love it too. Like, I'm gonna mess up again when she's here. It is what it is, right? Vegeta, all good, all love as well too. And we here for the weekly show. Again, I was busy. My job is like they go hard, they falls every summer, and so I'm really busy on Saturdays as well. I want to give y'all like a shortened show. I could throw like an hour show in on Saturday mornings, but it don't feel the same. When I go live, I want to breathe. I want time to breathe and talk about these topics. And that's why I was like, okay, if I can't do a full show Saturday, we're going to move this to Sunday evenings. And then some Sundays, Jules will be here as well too. So it's all good. It's all good. Yes. What we got? Peace, bro. Really hype for David Johnson. Yeah, we're going to talk about Marvel. It's a lot of stuff to talk about today. Did I highlight enough people? Hold on. One time. We got Ezra Wilkerson. He was the first comment. As far as Paramount delaying to 2027 is good on David Ellison because things could have been worse. This is a very strategic delay on this deal, and we'll talk about this more. You got people out there who has no idea what they're talking about, has no idea of the industry or business. They got agendas. And what I made very clear on my platform, even if I have an agenda, I'm going to give you the real. Even if it's like pushing against what I'm saying, right? So or what I think, what I feel, right? What I want. But the reality is reality. And this Paramount Warner Brothers deal, it's par for the course what's going on right now. We'll explain this much clearly going forward on this show today. I think this deal, just to make it very clear, this deal is going to close as soon as it can. I'm not worried about that. And we'll go to specifics later, right? So shout out to Ezra with that. Let's see my comments up here on the screen here. Let's see. Shout out to StreamYard delaying me. Yeah, y'all should pay me for that. Let's see. Let's go. We have CY with the super chat. CY says, yo, I can't join to watch tonight. I'll be out with friends. Yeah, go touch grass. But really, so I was hoping for a close of the deal and Snyder's return to be announced before the end of the year. Hope it still happens before the cast are too old. Well, CY, come on. Michael Keaton, Michael Keaton was like 70 years old playing Batman. I'm not worried about Ben Affleck. He's the oldest person, right? You're talking about the oldest member of the cast of Snyderverse, Ben Affleck, right? He's in his 50s, right? He's getting close to mid 50s. Ben Affleck will be Batman today or 10 years from now. And he'd still be younger than Michael Keaton. And then he'd still be looking even extra younger 10 years from now than Michael Keaton was when Michael Keaton was 50 plus or 60. So I'm not worried about the cast. Gal Gadot still looks impeccable after popping out all them kids. Bro, like that culture, they just pop out babies like every year and a half. My God. Like, hey, she's a good one. She's a good one to popping them out. You know what I'm saying? but my point. Gal's good. And she's not gonna be in Justice League 2. Wonder Woman's dead. Aquaman's dead. So yeah, I'm just saying. Zack set all that up in the Snyder Cut. He said, yo, it's gonna be a wrap for a couple of characters in part 2. And then part 3, the world becomes the Justice League. And that's when Gal will still be good. So I'm not worried. He's good. Ben's good for another like 15, 20 years. I'm not worried about the age. That's my point I'm trying to make to people out there. But see why I get your concern, but also to this deal, I'm not worried about this closing next year. I'm really not worried about it at all. We'll talk about this more as we go forward. Much love to CY, long-term viewer of the channel. So I got again, I love it. You can push back, you can give your own opinions. It's all good. It's all love. Shout out to CY. One time, we'll give you a Zach. Oh, yeah, epic drop. One time. You know what I'm saying? We love the support. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. All good. Get your opinion out there. We got JT in the chat as well. Smash that like. Make sure you subscribe. Yovik, I see you. Let the guzzlers and grifters and shields beware. Oh man. Oh y'all see we got a clapback coming. Did y'all see that? We got a clapback coming later in the show today. Hey, I'm so shocked when people's like, yo, I'm a very public figure on social media. If you come at me publicly, I'm going to bring you up on the screen on a weekly show screen. Come on now. Are you serious? That's why I dared a lot of people. A lot of people got quiet after they saw I'm going to bring you up live. And I'm going to pick apart whatever you're saying. See, y'all think, I could do a gotcha Twitter tweet. I'm going to pull you up on a live stream and pick you apart live. That's what we're doing. We'll see who's the candidate today. We'll see. We'll see today. People champ. Hey, the people said that. I didn't say it. The people gave me that. Let's go. Let's catch up with the chat. One time. Yeah, Odyssey. Yes, for sure. Warriors of Christ says Clayface looks pretty cool. Yeah, we'll touch on Clayface for a moment. Yeah, for sure. Pack it up, yo. I see you. Good stuff right there. Neo 7s, the Odyssey sailed on their asses. Nolan delivers. Come on now. Like, Nolan is the director of our generation of millennials. Nolan is that guy. He did Batman, you know what I'm saying? He Odyssey, Memento, Inception. Like, that's why I was like pushing back to people saying, oh, the Odyssey, maybe Nolan capped out. Like, come on now. Christopher Nolan? You see the numbers this man is doing right now? We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about it. For sure. Vegeta. All good. I'm very hyped about Black Panther 3. I'm very hyped about that. We're going to talk about Marvel San Diego Comic-Con for sure. And shout out to JT. Yo, after this stream is over, go to Prime Video, watch Masters of the Universe. It's #1 in the world. Amazon Prime. If people don't realize, there's Netflix as far as worldwide streaming. There's Netflix, and then there's Amazon Prime as far as subscriber base worldwide. So when something's #1 on Netflix or Amazon, you're #1 in the world. Disney, so, and then it's HBO Max, and then so forth, right? Paramount, Peacock, whatever. After that, so this Netflix is #1 streaming worldwide, over 300 million subscribers worldwide. Amazon's up there like 200 million plus, and then Disney Plus is right there as well too, after Amazon. So when you're #1, my point, when you're #1 in the world on Amazon, you're like right there up there with Netflix worldwide. Master of the Universe is a greatly streamed film, and I suggest everyone, if you got Amazon, go watch it. Stream it. Just go stream it. You're sitting on your bed right now. Just go click on Amazon Prime and watch Masters of the Universe. It's doing numbers, ad revenue. I think they should do a sequel as well. This was like an expensive commercial theatrically for Amazon MGM. See, people, they get mixed up like, oh, what's the format of these platforms? Amazon is a streaming platform. They bought MGM, yes. They got deals with Mattel, yes. But it's about streaming and ad revenue. That's what that's about. The Ben Affleck film, which starred Matt Damon, who's like a star, he's going to get an Oscar for the Odyssey. The Air film, they only ran that for like 3 or 4 weekends in the theaters, and it brought to Amazon as a streaming film. It's about the stream ad revenue. That's what Amazon MGM is about. Project Hail Mary, if you go crazy in theaters, we're going to keep you in theaters and then bring you to Amazon. So it's two different, examples here, right? You got Project Hail Mary. I think it came out in March, earlier this year, and it did great in theaters. People was coming back. I was like, okay, we're going to keep you in theaters like 60 days. But then Masters of the Universe, okay, it didn't hit off theatrically how we wanted. So we'll give you like 30 days, right? And then you come to the streaming as well too. Both of those films on streaming right now. Amazon Prime has Project Hail Mary and Masters of the Universe, and it's bringing ad revenue to Amazon right now. So you got two different spectrums of how these films will go going forward. And Amazon MGM, I think they figured it out. And they got the ad revenue as well. So let's catch up what we got. We got in the chat. It keeps like 70. Exactly. Ben's good. Ben got another 10 years. We're good. all love. Hey, we got a lot to talk about today, but y'all have no idea. Let's see. Yeah, we got you. We'll talk about Odyssey as well. So, real quick. Yeah. See, people are catching up, right? So This is great, right? Because everyone didn't catch Project Hail Mary. It did great in theaters, but then a lot of people catch it on streaming. That's how Amazon got y'all, right? Amazon they have it both ways right here, right? You see, these two comments right here confirms what I'm saying. Watch Master of the Universe. If you didn't catch it at theaters, because a lot of y'all didn't. A lot of y'all didn't go to theaters to see Master of the Universe. You should have. Watch it on Prime Video now. But then also, too, Project Hail Mary did great theaters, but it's extra viewership on streaming as well, too. You got two films right here. Double dipping. Exactly. That's what's going on right now with Amazon MGM. They got you both ways. And again, I know people thought Netflix was like the new age type of thing. Amazon, that's why I wish Amazon would have got Warner Brothers. If Warner Brothers held off a year or two, Amazon would have went after Warner Brothers. It would have. It definitely would have. They have enough money. They have more capital than anyone, more than Netflix. Amazon has more money than anybody in this whole streaming angle, this tech world. I'm just saying. It is what it is. They're playing their game right. They're playing their cards right. They got a box office success. Project Hail Mary on Amazon Prime right now. Then they have a film that maybe underperformed. Master of the Universe underperformed. But you're going to get ad revenue. I watched it like 3 times. My family watched it a couple of times. Like, everyone's watching Master of the Universe right now. The numbers say that. So Amazon, they get it. They get it. And I think you're going to get a sequel. I really believe it's going to happen. Overall. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's get into the topics today. Man. We ain't trying to hurt too many feelings out here, but let's get into it. The Odyssey. My goodness. This film opened with like 130 plus opening weekend. And then second weekend, what we got? 87, nearly 90 million. We'll get the real numbers in a couple of days. That's a less than 30% drop. Let me repeat this, right? Like, I want y'all to feel what I'm saying right here. You open up to 130 million. Your second weekend's nearly 90 million. You're open up to a less than 30% drop second weekend domestically, we're talking about. Worldwide, you're over like 600 million already. 620, 625. All I'm saying, okay. All y'all had a problem with the Odyssey. So they're race swapping. Did you see the film? That's my first question. My first question, anyone that says, oh, did you see the film? What were you mad about of this film before you saw it? You kind of leaped to logic. Now, I made it very clear when I started my channel 6 years ago. I'm not a part of this whole tokenism, race swap just because type of thing. Because I want original characters. You want a character of my culture? I want you to build this off my culture originally. And then he's going to beast out like Jon Stewart. But then they cast a Britain black guy. But we ain't going to talk about, we ain't going to get too mad about that. But all I'm saying is that I'm not with the tokenism. I'm not with just race swapping just because. I want the original origin of my culture. If you're going to do my culture, if you're going to do a Latino culture, make it based off their culture, Asian culture, whatever. Don't tokenize me, bro. Right? But with the Odyssey, that's not what you was facing with here. See, you people out there, because I ain't saying all right-wing, all conservatives. I got a lot of mutuals who agrees with my worldview, but realize that this was some BS. People going at the Odyssey. So I respect y'all. I appreciate y'all speaking up about that. It's not about a political thing, bro. Again, I'm independent, so I'm about policies over party. So that's a whole nother story. With that, with the Odyssey, you got Lupita Nyong'o. She's not one of the most beautiful people in the world, bro. What? First off, hey, this is a colorism thing. Lupita is very beautiful, so let's not do that. Let's not screen grab her worst shots in her life to say, oh, she's not beautiful. Just stop that. Okay? I'm not with you with that, bro. I told you what I was against. But the tokenism and the fake stuff. We'll talk about woke. Y'all using it wrong. And I talked about this for the last month. No. I love beautiful women. Okay? Let's just make this very clear. You're not going to tell me a beautiful woman is not beautiful. So stop that. Okay? That kills your argument. When you take a beautiful woman and say, oh, she's not beautiful. No, bro, you hate women. Okay? You hate women. We're not the same. Okay? We're not the same with that argument right there. So we'll leave it there. And then did you actually see the Odyssey? Did you see the film? Oh, let me catch you with the comments. Hold on, because I've been going on for a second. Hold on. What we saying? People may have challenged me what I was saying. Let's catch up. One time. Shout out to Jovic. I know it's late. Catch that replay, Jovic. All love. And you know what, Jovic? Now I'm glad you're saying this now, because next time when I do a Sunday stream, when I can't do Saturday, I'm gonna try to start a little earlier for your crew. Okay, so I just want to let you know for your genre, for your regional people, right? So shout out to Jovic, longtime viewer, the supporter, everything of the platform. We gotta get everybody in. One time, let's talk about the Odyssey. Let's talk about it, because I say what I have to say, right? Because I didn't see what y'all saying. So let's catch up. What y'all saying? Extraordinary Cinema, Cersei, Armor Knights, all. Yeah. No, the films. No. Odyssey. Let's make it very clear. Let's make this very clear. The Odyssey. First off, don't shortchange this film out there. This is one of Nolan's greatest films ever. Christopher Nolan. Oh, everyone compares DC to Dark Knight because of Christopher Nolan. They forgot about Burton. Everyone before, like they said, is DC best in Dark Knight? That's Nolan did that, right? Oppenheimer, just bringing it to like current days, Oscar-winning film. So Nolan is him. Okay, Odyssey is probably his best film ever. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy about this film. This may be this man's greatest film ever. I was sitting there, I watched it like 2 or 3 times. I was like, and I held my comments. I was like, let me see it again, because I don't want to overreact to my audience. This may be Christopher Nolan's greatest film ever. Oh my goodness! The editing, the cinematography, the performances. This film is one of his. This is probably his greatest film ever. Oh my god! When you get to that third act, it's over. You get to that third act, it's over for this film. It's like, bro, Nolan was flexing in everyone's face in the third act of this film. Oh my goodness! One time. Are you serious? What this man was doing? If you wasn't on board right there, I question your movie opinions at this point. If you didn't feel this, done with you. We're gonna separate from a lot of people this weekend, because I've been saying I got a lot of people from different walks of life. I got conservative people that follow this channel. I got liberal people as well too. And again, I have a very independent approach. So if you fronting on this Odyssey film, bro, nah, hey, we're gonna separate right now. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it live. Cause like, bro, if you didn't feel that, no. I got questions as a man. I got questions for you. I question you for life if you didn't feel that right there. Because some of y'all, maybe you didn't see the film. If you saw the film and that didn't hit you, I got questions for you. That's all I'm saying. Let's catch up with the chat one time. I said a lot, so let's see. Mars was good on X Twitter. All good. The last hour was fire. There's issues with the film. I would love to talk about the issues with the film because, like, I read the book. I tried to read the Iliad. I don't think I finished the Iliad. I read the Odyssey. And this was a faithful adaptation. Now, visually, Nolan took some liberties visually, I felt, in this film. Iliad, I don't know. Like, if someone does the Iliad, that's like a more, undertaking, in my opinion. The Odyssey, I think this is the best adaptation of Odyssey. 3,000 years this film existed. It's in public domain. Anyone can make an Odyssey film right now. And Nolan said, I'm going to take it and freak it. And it's one of the best films of my lifetime. Okay? Let's catch up. He did win John Wick. He kind of went in. That was cinema. That was definitely cinema. I didn't read the book, but I see some things that got a lot of people killed. Yeah, that's the book. I'm a dog person as well too, so I love that scene with the dog as well too. I thought that was very apropos to have that life journey of the dog. That's like 20 plus years. His master comes back, and these again, if you're a dog owner, the dog if you don't know this, if you have a loyal dog, they want their owner to be there when they die. Right? Maybe some of y'all don't know that, right? The dog wants you to be there when they pass away because of their loyalty to you. They want you to be there with them. That was such a perfect, and then Homer did that 3,000 years ago. He knew this 3,000 years ago. And Nolan paid it off in modern day. Wonderful scene. People say, oh, it's so short. Like, no, that was very apropos to the dog experience. That was a wonderful moment. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I had a couple of different dogs in my lifetime, and like they want you there when they pass away. They want their owner there. A lot of people don't know that, right? That is what it is. Maybe you don't own a dog, but amazing stuff. Let's see. He didn't do anything that got people killed in this movie. No, that's his character arc. Odysseus, he was a pompous guy. With Cyclops, and you know this, JT, I know you're just throwing it out there. With Cyclops, Odysseus, he was very proud. I'm not going to sneak away from you, because the Odysseus was a master of strategic in the Homer tale. If you read the poem, he's a very strategic person. So, and he's very proud as well too. So if I got to sneak away from you, now I got to let you know who I am. That was the pompous. That's what the gods tormented Odysseus for the rest of the film. Like, do you realize that? Like, that was the catalyst of the character going through what it went through with the going to Hades and going through with the sirens and on the beach with Charlize Theron. Like, he went through all this because he was pompous. That's the story. No. It was a reason. That was a character reason, Eugene. Hubris, exactly. I say pompous, but hubris, however you want to put it. He did that. It was a character reason. The Cyclops gobbled up a couple of his men. So Odysseus was like, yo, we escaped, but like, yo, F you, bro. That's what that was. And that cursed him the rest of the film until he came back and realized his errors. through the way of Athena, the god of the Greek goddess Athena. You had the Zendaya character she was a like some kind of maiden in Troy who got decapitated, and she became the face of Athena, the goddess Athena, to torment Odysseus. You gotta watch this film again, bro. If you don't get why he went through this, it's very clear in the film, right? Why he faced what he faced in this film. So again, I have no problems with the story of the film. If you have problems with the film, I would love you to throw it out there. But there's some arguments towards your problems with the film. Is all I'm trying to say with that. And we could agree to disagree. It's all good. I mean, the Odyssey. This was Nolan's greatest film that I've seen. I've said the last several years. I said Inception is probably my favorite Christopher Nolan film. It's just my favorite time of watching a Christopher Nolan film. Inception, the concepts and everything he threw into the dream state and all this stuff. Inception is my greatest film for me as Nolan. The Dark Knight is the measuring stick for DC of our lifetime. If you're alive right now, like DC, everyone measures Dark Knight towards any DC film, right? So it's up there. Memento, which was the first film I saw of Christopher Nolan ever, starring Guy Pearce, I believe. Nolan made a film telling the story backwards. I have no idea how do you accomplish this and make it coherent. If you haven't seen the Memento film, I go watch that. That's top 3 all time. I don't care. I'll push out Batman. I'll push out anyone before Memento. That's the most innovative film I've ever seen in my lifetime. The Odyssey's coming up there. And I'm at the point where I may have to push out from my top 3. It's crazy because The Dark Knight is a DC standard. I can't take that out of his top 3. I can't take Dark Knight out. Memento is the most original film I've ever seen in my lifetime. So I got to move down to Inception. I love Prestige. I love all kinds of films that Nolan did. Yeah, acting like Nolan only did a handful of films. The man did multiple films, the greatest ever. Prestige is up there, but I can't put it top 3 because of the precedence of these other films. I got to move down to Inception to put in the Odyssey as Nolan's top 3 film ever. If we're talking about top 5, I got to expand the top 5 out. I can't do top 3 anymore. I got to go top 5. So we're talking about Inception, Dark Knight, Odyssey's up there, Memento, and Prestige. That's my top 5 Nolan films ever. I got to expand. I can't just leave it at 3 at this point. That's where we're at. Odyssey is a wonderful film. I have, again, outside of agendas and all this stuff, you watch the Odyssey, you sit there and watch the film, it's probably his greatest film ever. It's insane. Insane. Let's see. He shot Cyclops because Nolan. Hold up. I lost my screen. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Talking about the Odyssey right now. He shot Cyclops because Nolan said he couldn't make the actual scene from the Odyssey work. So it takes place of that scene. Both cause his men to get killed. And I think that's the thing is that I like how it leaned into the hubris of Odysseus and the arc of this character. Because he was putting his men in danger the entire time. And then he realized his error because of the goddess Athena. And I thought Zendaya actually worked really well in that role. So I was with that overall, bro. I was with that overall. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. One time. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up your comments in a second here. Someone said in the chat they couldn't enjoy it because they had to go to pee. Okay, all right. That's all good. Sounds like a personal problem. Hubris. That was the character arc of Odysseus. How didn't you get that, right? Watching this film, how didn't you get that? That was the arc of the character. It worked. It worked. Hold up. Shooting Cyclops, doing all this. Exactly. Again, that's just part of the story. I mean, if you want Odysseus to just be the proper acting person, you wouldn't have had half this film, right? Odysseus, if Odysseus wasn't hubris or pompous, then half the film wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have cursed the gods. You wouldn't have upset the gods. Odysseus would have went and defeated Troy with his Trojan horse. That's that strategy. And then they will go back home and have the last third act, right? So you would have missed out a third of the film, half of the film, if Odysseus wasn't hubris, right? So that's my take. That's my take on it. Definitely go see it. If you haven't seen it already, it is. I give it a 9, Eugene. I'm gonna give it a 9. And again, I say this is Nolan's probably best film. Inception was my favorite film of Nolan this entire time. Even better than Dark Knight. Odyssey is his best film. I can't deny it. Interstellar's up. It's not Interstellar. Interstellar is not my top 5 as far as Nolan. It's not. This is where I'm at. That's just where I'm at with that. Well, let's see the top 5s out there: Odyssey, Prestige, Dark Knight, Interstellar, Inception. Fair. Memento has to be up there for me. That's why I take out Interstellar. Interstellar's a good film as well, too, y'all. We'll make it very clear. You talk about the man that has like more than a handful. He has 2 handfuls of films. It's like the greatest ever, right? So top 5, I got to take Interstellar out. Memento has to be up there for me. That's the most unique film I've ever seen in my life, right? So it is what it is. What we got? No, watch Memento again, bro. Watch it again. Odyssey making more than a Barbie should be the final FU to the Warner Brothers. Man, you talking about Warner Brothers catching the L. You had Nolan on an exclusive contract and you let him out because Nolan says, I want a proper theatrical release for my films. I want at least 45 days. That's what Nolan said. I want 45 days in theaters. And Warner Bros. Said, we can't promise you that. And you lost the greatest director of our generation. Oh, my goodness. That's an L. And it's a former regime. That was before DeLuca and Abdi. It was before them. All right. That was a problem for sure. Universal's eating. Nolan, whoever he signs with next, maybe he'll stay with Universal. Maybe he should. They're making money for sure. Good stuff. But just to wrap up this here again, box office, the Odyssey. Talking about numbers. We're just talking about numbers and performances. We're not talking about personal feelings, political views, agendas. All we're saying is that Odyssey opened up to like 130 million opening weekend. It's going to get nearly 90 million a second weekend. That's a less than 30% drop. Did you hear me? Less than 30% drop for a film. It's unheard of for a film that's front loaded to hold, because people think, okay, Sinners opened up and it duplicated it the same. Sinners opened up to like 40 million, 45 million. And it did like 44 million a second weekend. The Odyssey did 130 million and it's going to make a nearly 90 million a second weekend. This film, according to numbers out there, is over 600 million already. probably 650. It's going to be like 800 million by next weekend. You're going to do $1 billion after that under a month. And it's on the trajectory to do a 1.2 billion. Even in the face of Spider-Man coming out next weekend. Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out. It's going to do $1 billion. We already know what's going to do. The Odyssey is going to get like 1.2 billion. Guaranteed. Because the word of mouth, repeat business, and that's the trajectory it's on. If you have not seen the Odyssey yet, as a film person, I don't care your views, your world views, whatever you was mad about. They race swap someone. It's like less than 10 minutes of the film collectively, or they put a transgender person. That scene was actually pretty good in the film. I don't care their lifestyle. I don't care. You see what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, that wasn't part of the story. They're transgender. We're gonna make this part of the story. That wasn't part of the story. And the whole thing with the Helen of Troy, that didn't mess up the film as well either. If you was mad at Lupita Nyong'o, you mad at a dark-skinned person in the film, it really wasn't that big of a deal. The film was really good. It's really good. I don't care about all this other extra stuff, bro. Go to the movies, bro. My goodness. If you mad, and that's why I said, was it last week or before that? I was here with Jules. I said, yo, if there's a thing with white folks saying, they're erasing white people or whatever, that's a whole separate conversation. Bookmark that, right? Watch this movie and be entertained, okay? We can have your whole conversation. You feel like people push you aside in society. We can have that conversation. This film ain't it, bro. This whole go woke, go broke. This killed y'all grift. Do y'all realize that y'all leaned so hard into the Odyssey, it killed the grift? So now when you try to come up, go woke, go broke. First off, y'all using woke wrong, right? I said this last week, and I don't mind bringing this up every week. Stop using woke wrong, okay? I'm here, because I put that question out there last week. I said, should we stop using woke? Just abandon it or correct them? I say, let's correct them. Why? Because the woke term was originated from my culture, Black American culture. Y'all not going to hijack our stuff. We're going to stop this right now. Y'all hijacking our term. Say what you want to say. You want trans people, you want LGBT. Make it very clear. Don't hide this under this old woke term. You want black people? Don't hide this under the woke term. No. That's not for y'all. We're taking it back. So I'm going to correct anyone I see on my timeline. If you're using it wrong, we're going to correct you. That came from my ancestors. We're going to correct you. Don't use woke wrong anymore. And again, I know we allowed this to happen for several years. I know. Okay. On my platform, we're going to correct it. What woke really means, again, is being very clear who's against you. Keep your head on the swivel. Any social injustice, we're going to make this very clear. And we'll keep it right there. Don't use that wrong. If you're mad about this film, be very clear what you're mad about. But what I'm going to say as well, too, what you're mad about doesn't even matter in this film. This is a great film. We won't leave it right there. One time, catch up with the chat. Definitely catch it on IMAX for sure. Make sure I got no. Around this time, I get like dinner orders, so I got to make sure I'm keeping it clear. Okay, gotta get my dinner. We gotta eat. We gotta eat out here. All right. Yeah. The whole Achilles thing, that it was so disingenuous. This whole campaign against this film, and what's crazy, y'all mad at the transgender. That's one of the best scenes in the film. You talk about top 5 films, top 5 scenes in the film. The transgender he was mad about is actually a good story plot in this film, and it paid off in the third act. So it's like, hey, ain't about, oh, I gotta accept lifestyles. I live how you want to live. I just want a good story. I'm just saying, bro. Yo, there's a lot of extra out there. A lot of extra erasing white people from a made-up story that takes place in ancient Mediterranean is the biggest reach I've heard. No, but see, my thing, JT, I agree with you, what you're saying right here. I'm saying I'm not mad though. White folks, if you feel like you're being erased, I would love to have that conversation with y'all. But what this means, right? And about what has occurred, right? But this is as you say, JT, this is a fictional story. This is a mythical story. This isn't a historical relevance. This is a myth, 3,000 years old. Not based off real history. I mean, it's some elements. So if you want to take some liberties, like, so what? I understand if you're making a George Washington film, let's race swap George Washington. No, don't do that. No. That does my people no favors. If you're making a Black American or if Asians, I don't think Asians want you to race swap George Washington, right? As an Asian. So let's be real right here. Let's keep it real. This film is a mythical film. Gods and monsters, right? Better than DCU. We'll go to DC in a moment. You want to take some liberties? Fine. It was very minute, the liberties Christopher Nolan took in this film. And he made probably his best film ever. So you're missing out there, right? I'm talking to my conservative viewership who agrees with some of my worldviews. Maybe y'all don't agree with all this overall. And again, I want to say this too. There's some of my conservative viewership. They were there day one for the Odyssey. So it's not everyone. It's not all of conservatives. It's not all of MAGA. It's actually not. I just want to let y'all know. I'm going off my feedback. But there's a certain segment of conservative white people who had a problem with this film. And I'm just saying you don't speak for the entire angle as well either. I've seen enough of them support this film of your same background. And it's not a consensus. That's where we're at with that overall. Let's go. Universal is raking up. Eat like Nolan's eating. Come on, this film was $650 million in 2 weekends. It's going to be nearly $800 million next weekend. It's going to get $1 billion under a month. Yes, that's what this film's going to do. And its final run time will probably be 1.2. Some people say 1.4 billion. It's going to be Nolan's greatest box office achievement ever. So this whole go woke thing, again, you're using it wrong, and it's time to start correcting that term when we come across it, right? That's where I'm at with that. The Odyssey was dope. I saw it on 4DX. Yeah, for sure. Trying to find 70. I haven't seen a 70 millimeter. I gotta go to Indianapolis to see that type of screening. I don't have a IMAX screen out here for that. I'm sure there's gonna be some re-releases in the future for this film, so I want to see it eventually in the proper format, for sure. Exactly. We're talking about myths, y'all. We're talking about fairy tales. Maybe they mix it in with reality, but this is not historical accuracy. This is a mythical story, and it's a very good story for cinema. That's what it is. Nolan's goated for sure. Let's catch up. Why are the casuals, incels, and trolls crying? Did 300 Troy Alexander Spartacus have Greek descent actors in lead? No, they didn't. It didn't, but it fits the agenda. That's what people are upset about. Go to Miami for sure. Hey, Carlos, we're gonna talk about that. Probably next year. We're gonna go. I go to Miami Comic-Con one time. I go to New York Comic-Con. I gotta go back to San Diego. For sure. Good stuff. Crying online, casting the Odyssey, but no one cried about films I mentioned based off Greek mythology. Exactly. I gotta go to Indy, JT. I gotta do it. Good stuff. So Odyssey's making his money. So the whole point, it's gonna make his money. This whole thing of this, let's again, a certain segment of conservative white people or white adjacent people going at these films, it doesn't work. If you have Nolan, it doesn't work. It's about quality. And that's what y'all missed out there. When we was talking about tokenism and just race swapping just because, just doing diversity just because, the quality wasn't there. You could swap whatever you want. Bring the quality. That's why Fan 4 Stick didn't work. You swapped Johnny Storm just because with Michael B. Jordan, which wasn't a bad move right there. The film was bad. If you made a good film, no one would have cared you race swapped anything, right? But then if you make a Superman film, that's race swap Superman just because, you better make a really good film, a really compelling story. My stance on this right now is that you can take whatever creative license you want. Make it a quality story, a quality film, a quality experience. Because if you don't, then that's going to come back on your head. Race swapping and diversity just because. Tokenism just because. That's been our argument for years. We allow people to hijack that and say, oh, if you just put a woman in the role, like Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, y'all pushed a woman in front of Indiana. If y'all saw that film, they made a woman head of the film instead of Indiana Jones. She kind of jobbed him. Make it a good film. Make it a good experience, and we'll accept it. That's my challenge to anyone. So don't come out and say we're going to race up someone black. I'm just my standpoint. Make someone Black American just because you've been making one of the best films you made in your life. To justify you pushing my culture ahead of it. I'd rather you don't race swap my, and again, I'm just speaking for my culture. Out there, y'all can speak for whoever y'all want, from Asians, from Hispanics, whatever, right? Jewish, whatever. If you're gonna make a Black American character, bring my culture into it. Don't race swap me into someone else of another culture. Bring my background to it. Make an original character, and we'll feast off of that. All right. Don't just do it just because. That's been my stance 6 years doing my channel. So when I go to the Odyssey, someone born from an egg, and you're like, oh, we gotta be historically accurate. Who's born from an egg? I can't take a lot of y'all seriously out there. Again, not all white conservatives. There's some of y'all whose viewerships on my channel that support the Odyssey. And y'all saw through this. But there's some of y'all on the other side that lean into this whole angle in that as well, too, right? And that's been exposed. One time, catch up with the chat, and then we got to go forward. Let's go. I spent a lot of time on this. Yeah, New York Comic-Con. Yeah, let's link up next year, New York Comic-Con. And then I got homies out there, not just you out there in Florida, as other people saying, they're going to come to Miami 2027. Carlos, let's do it. Let's do it. New York Comic-Con, Miami Comic-Con. Let's do it. I'm going to do San Diego as well. The way DC's cooking right now with comics and animated films, I gotta go back to San Diego next year. I gotta be there for 3 days. They're eating out there with DC. Everything but live action DC. Insane. Good stuff. Good stuff. The Paramount deal. Yeah. And that's the thing, JT. We don't want. I'm glad you said it, J. As Black Americans, we don't want you to make Kal-El black. We don't want you to make him Black American at all. If you do a Black Superman, make him Val Zod. You probably get Michael B. Jordan for that. We don't want Black Kal-El collectively. We don't want that. We want our culture, right? In these characters. Kal-El has his own culture. The creator, Schuster and everyone, they had their own, origins with this character. You could have that. Have that. That's you, white folks. We're not trying to take your characters. You gonna give us something? Give us an original character or someone that's been created originally, and we're gonna rock with it, right? That's what it is. Yeah, no, Carlos. Yeah, I think I didn't get my tickets this past year. I think I'm still on the return. What do they call it? Return buyers, whatever they call that. So I have like an open window before the public can buy the tickets for San Diego Comic-Con. So it'll be early next year, like January, February. So Carlos, we'll get together. Let's plan San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and I gotta get to Miami. I've been promising people from Miami for a while, to go out there for Miami Comic-Con. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, bro. I'll do 2 or 3. Let's do 3 for 3. I ain't gonna back up. Let's do it. So Odyssey's doing well. Okay, let's just make this very clear. Let's stop the madness and let's go forward. If you have not seen the Odyssey yet, I'm telling you right now, go see that film. Right, good stuff. Real quick, in the chat, we got the goal to support the platform. I think we're at we need 5 super chats, and we already got 2. We need 3 more super chats in the next hour. Or Stream Elements. We count Stream Elements as well. Link in the description. Or become a member or join the Patreon. All those things will add up to the 5 supports that we need in the 2-hour stream. So we got 2. We need 3 more supports live. As far as replay crew, best thing y'all can do, obviously, smash the like. So let's kind of run that real quick. Smash the like. Make sure you subscribe for sure. And then on the replay crew, there's like a hype button. So hit that hype button to hype the stream. That helps channels like me, who's under 10,000 subscribers. So it definitely support as well. And we're gonna keep this going overall, right? So let's go forward with what happened this past weekend. We're big fans as far as comic fans. We're big fans of. Let's put this out of San Diego Comic-Con, right? I went there 2 years ago when RDJ came back. It was one of the greatest reveals in San Diego Comic-Con history. And I happened to be in the building. My video went viral. It went crazy with that. I had a lot of fun with that. And now RDJ is in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And I think he's going to do a Fantastic Four film after that. I don't think Doom's going to be done after Secret Wars. Just to make that very clear. Because it's going to be hard for them to do a Fantastic Four film without RDJ. Because they put out a Fantastic Four film with Pedro Pascal and the crew, only made $500 million. They haven't matched Superman 2025, right? So that was it underperformed. You put RDJ in Fantastic Four, you're making 800 to $1 billion, right? So Marvel San Diego Comic-Con, there's a lot of hype. No, it would be for the replay crew. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, real quick. Yeah. Just to make this very clear, right? Again, I'm talking about from our culture, right? Music City. That's all I'm trying to speak on with this. is that we don't want the tokenism, right? As he says, exactly, we don't want any pandering. The F am I gonna do with Black Kal-El? Like, it's like, why, right? Give me Val's eye. Like, what are we doing? We don't want Kal-El. Right? You could be, be that white alien. Go ahead. We're not mad about that, right? We got our Black Superman. Give us that, bro. Don't play with it. Don't. So that's just where we're, again, all we can do is speak from my point of view with that. Neo Sevens, I got to drive to work, but still listening. Great show so far. Much love to Neo Sevens. Marcus, good stuff. Hey, Neo Sevens, we got to get this man the cannon drop just because.
Cannon.
It's all about the cannon. Got to keep it cannon. Good stuff. So, Marvel. Now, we talked about a week or two ago that DC was pulling. They tucked their chain in. They didn't want to come outside for DC. We're going to talk about them later because y'all ain't come to the big stage, DC. Me as a lifelong DC fan, I got to come on Marvel first before DC. How embarrassing is that for me? But no, shout out to Marvel. We're CBM fans overall. I lean more DC, but I got to respect Marvel when they do their thing, right? And Marvel did its thing. One time, Ghost Rider, Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy directing it. People are kind of a little upset about Sean Levy. I think Sean Levy is not just a comedian guy. He's doing the Star Wars Starfighter film, which will be a little more serious film than Deadpool, Sean Levy, as a director. So I think he's going to do a good job with Ghost Rider as well. He has a good rapport with Ryan Gosling, obviously. Ryan Gosling's like the man of the year, right? If Odyssey didn't happen, Ryan Gosling had like Oscar buzz, but then Odyssey dropped, and it was like, okay, Project Hail Mary, y'all did great, but it's the Odyssey turn right now. I think Ghost Rider, this was a great reveal. This was a great announcement. And we're going to get specifically in just a moment with Ghost Rider. And then Black Panther 3. Because I see a lot of people out there saying, oh, did Marvel really bring the goods? Huh? Now, we wanted X-Men. I get it. We wanted X-Men. Not mad about that. But I think it was smart for Marvel to say, okay, let's pay off the Fox X-Men first before we, you see what I'm saying? Like before we really lean into the new X-Men. So it makes sense. It makes sense that they say, oh, let's hold off on the future X-Men. We still got James Marsden and other people that's going to show up in Doomsday and Secret Wars. So I get it. I wanted X-Men reveals. I wanted them to say Sadie Singh's is Jean. It seems like everyone is leaning into Jean Grey, Sadie Sink, and Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's coming out next week, right? We're going to see Jean Grey next week, folks. Like, it's okay. It's okay. They didn't have to spoil it. But what they actually revealed, right? They celebrated Avengers Doomsday. And then they came out with Ghost Rider, Ryan Gosling, Ghost Rider. I thought that was a great reveal. And then Black Panther 3 announcing the new T'Challa, that took over the internet. So I think Marvel did what it needed to do. Just in my opinion, I don't think they made any missteps. Again, in my opinion, with that. So let's go into again some specifics with this overall. We got the Ghost Rider Ryan Gosling reveal, which I thought was a great reveal. And we need some sound. Oh, shoot. One time. That was a great reveal. You got the whole Ghost Rider logo. And Ryan Gosling is there. That was, again, a great. You got one of the hottest Hollywood actors right now. Project Hail Mary, an independent IP that's blowing up for Amazon MGM. You got him on Star Wars, Starfighter already. I think that's going to be a really good Star Wars film, right? You know, you got some Jedi stuff in there. They're kind of mixing up stuff in that film. And then you're bringing them again. That's all under Disney, Star Wars, now Marvel, Ghost Rider. I think this is a great get. This was his pitch, and let's let this run real quick. Good stuff. That was great. I thought it was a great reveal. Great reveal overall with Ghost Rider. Now, Feige came out and said, yo, like, this was Gosling's idea for a while, and let's get his take on this as
hopefully
well.
Be a Ghost Rider is super exciting. So for what will hopefully be an R-rated Ghost Rider, can you tell me if Ryan will be playing Johnny or Danny?
I am going to let Ryan reveal what he wants to reveal when he wants to reveal it. And what he wanted to reveal today was he's playing Ghost Rider.
Okay.
He is a huge fan of the comics. He did come to us particularly with a specific vision based on some particular comics, but I'll let him unveil that as he wants to.
Okay. Well,
So good stuff with that, right? Good stuff with that. Good reveal. Feige saying, yo, let's let Ryan Gosling leave it up to my stars to promote these films. Gosling's hot right now. Gosling is one of the hottest Hollywood actors right now. So this was a perfect timing. I mean, it's really perfect time overall. You got Project Hail Mary just blowing up early spring this year. Star Wars is already coming out next year. Starfighter. Ghost Rider 2028. So that's like a great trilogy for him personally with his career overall. He was great in Project Heaven. That's a film I probably watch that once a week. I pull it up on Amazon Prime. I let it run. If I'm cleaning the house or whatever I'm doing, I throw on Project Hail Mary every week. Yeah. Good stuff. Let's see. Your gun is losing for sure. We're gonna talk about the KFCU in just a moment here. Oh, shots at Feige. He said, "Hey, let's let Gosling run it." Good stuff. With that overall, let's see. I got too much on my screen right now. Hold on. There we go. All right. There's another Marvel thing. Again, I thought overall, I'll say with Marvel, everyone was expecting X-Men, right? Everyone was expecting that. So I get it that if someone was like underwhelmed, but it was some major announcements, I thought. I think Ghost Rider was a really good announcement with Gosling, again, a Hollywood actor right now. And then Black Panther 3, man. I thought this was wonderful.
It's always an honor to come here. My first time here was in 2008. I sat way in the back, way in the back, almost 20 years ago.
First of all, Cougar, you talking about people who don't forget who they are. Ryan Coogler is like so West Coast Black American. Like he does not leave that moniker at all. Like Coogler is like so West. Like it's amazing that he has not lost himself being one of the greatest directors in our generation, right? Nolan is the greatest director of our generation. And he's like training Coogler to be next up for, when I say our generation, I'm talking about millennials, Gen Z and forward, it's Coogler. That y'all got Coogler's going to do 10 more films, and 8 of them are going to be classics, right? You already got Sinners. You're going to get 7 more classics for the next generation going forward. Now, Nolan's our guy, and Coogler's up next. He's training at Nolan's like tutelage, right? Insane. But I just love that he stays so West Coast. Like it's crazy.
We've been here many times since, but today is extra special. Today is extra special. I want to invite out some of our amazing cast that are also in Avengers Doomsday. I think they close by. Maybe they take another seat. There goes Tish. There goes Winston. We have a little bit of news for you guys. It's early days. We hard at work. But our film has a date. It's coming out December 18th.
So December 18th, 2028. Let me finish.
2028.
All right. I think it's like later December. Okay.
December 15th, my bad.
Yeah, December 15th. Yeah, right. Fike is like, hey. December 15th, bro. So December, Black Panther 3. Black Panther is a event film for Marvel. Anytime it comes out, Black Panther 1, again, you saw it took over as far as you're talking about the Black diaspora when the first Black Panther came out, and we're talking about people, we're talking about African descent. We are talking about Black American as well. We're talking about the whole diaspora, right? Black Brits. Everyone can celebrate Black Panther IP, right? It's all of us, right? And then other people bought into the culture. So Black Panther is a cultural event every time it comes out. And then Wakanda Forever, though I didn't like that it was like a funeral film, it was another event film. How much did Wakanda Forever make in the box office? Like, say what you want about, like, did you like it or you're not? I'm talking about box office returns, right? Nearly 900 million. Okay, so DC should learn from this that you have an IP, and you get 900 million after the great Chadwick Boseman passed away. You still made nearly, it was like 850, but you made nearly 900 million without him. So that means you have an IP that you can make some money off of, right? And I think all of us agreed, whether you like the decision or not, to say, oh, we want to make the second film a tribute to him. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. It wasn't the best film. It wasn't Coogler's best film. It wasn't. Your IP still made money, so you make another one. Right? Like, do you see them making an Ant-Man 4 right now? No, you're not gonna see Ant-Man 4, right? Because it didn't make that much money, right? So Wakanda Forever, whether you like it or not, made a lot of money. You gotta make part 3. Bring us a new T'Challa, right? And that's what they're doing with this film. And so it makes so much sense that they're making this film overall. And this was this is probably the biggest announcement of the night. Gosling, Ghost Rider was pretty big. I thought Black Panther 3 took the night.
Shoot less days. Yeah. Well, I got a little bit more news. This film will be captured on this format right here. I don't know if they got
So this is Coogler stunting, right? Because again, Coogler, he meets up with Nolan all the time. So what is this format? Let me bring this up here. Because I want to make sure I'm quoting this correctly. What format will Black Panther 3 be filmed on? Coogler is a film nut. Like, again, he's Gen Z, Gen Alpha. This is gonna be your guy for the next 20 years. Okay, Coogler is the next Spielberg, next Nolan. Right, 70 millimeter large format celluloid film. So it's 70 millimeter. That's what the Odyssey was just put out. Right, Nolan just put this out on a 70 millimeter. Coogler's leaning in further with the large format celluloid film, larger format larger screen. So you got the IMAX screen. You have a larger IMAX screen. That's what Cougar is committing to. He's a film junkie, bro. And hey, he's up next. He's here. He's down. Right? Yeah. Large format 70 millimeter, right? Again, Odyssey came out on regular 70 millimeter. Cougar saying I'm doing a large format again because we know him and Nolan's talking all the time. So I think Nolan's next film he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, Cougar's coming up with the large format. I'm gonna do the large format as well too." Great for films overall, right? Let's go further.
It's gonna be a large format movie. Shot on celluloid. Very excited about that. And
this is crazy. So just realize what we're saying here, right? Like all y'all out there last year, when y'all heard Odyssey, they put the tickets out on IMAX early in IMAX, for the Odyssey, just like last summer. And it sold out immediately. You got the best format of that film, right? Y'all saw the better format. I didn't see it in IMAX, the Odyssey. I'm gonna wait for a re-release. I'm gonna go to Indianapolis. It's my closest IMAX, the proper format, to go see it. So Cougar saying he's committing to Black Panther 3, December 2028. Get your tickets early for the real format of Black Panther 3. So what is this man? This ain't just some other film. What Cougar's doing with this film, right? Yes, new T'Challa. We're gonna talk about that. Rumors are he's gonna introduce Storm, X-Men, right? In this film. This again, rumor, they're gonna introduce X-Men like in every film going forward. After Secret Wars, actually starting with Spider-Man, introduce the X-Men. Then you got Avengers Doomsday, Secret Wars. What's the next film after that? Is that Ghost Rider? Throw X-Men and Ghost Rider, and then throw X-Men and Black Panther 3. But then Cougar's bringing the format. He's doing something very special again with this Black Panther 3 film. I always say Wakanda Forever. He was contracted to do that. He had to meet a deadline with that film, and they decided to make it a funeral film. I still don't agree, with the format they decided to do that creatively. I think you should have recast T'Challa then, but they wanted, again, as close as it was to Chadwick Boseman, they wanted to make it a funeral film. So it is what it is. And then they gave you a chance to make Shuri the head. But coming up, you have a new T'Challa, possibly an X-Men Storm. And let's expand this world further on large celluloid format, 70 millimeter IMAX. Let's go. That's all I'm saying. Let's go. We're getting some cinema. You got someone study with Nolan? Cougar's going to bring it, okay? I have no doubt.
Kevin likes to say there is one more thing. The last time we were together, we got to make a movie. We introduced a character who was the son of the character that the great Chadwick Boseman played, our T'Challa in that film. And today, I want to tell you guys this next film, he grows up, he comes of age, and we have to find an incredible actor.
So real quick, because people are like, oh, I'm confused with the storyline. Come on, Secret Wars is happening. There's going to be a soft reset after Secret Wars. I've been saying that for a couple of years now, since 2024. That's what's going to. I've been hearing that for a while. They're going to recast some people, but they want to basically streamline it so mutants and Fantastic Four is in the main timeline, and possibly Doom. We'll see how long RDJ wants to stick around for that. But you're going to need a new Iron Man, a new possibly, Captain America? Will it be Sam Wilson? We'll see. They probably should murk him. But I'm just saying, a new Thor. You need a new generation with the X-Men, with the mutants, right? So, the next phase after Secret Wars, it's going to be more about X-Men. and then whatever new Avengers they want to put into the all different X-Men. All different Avengers was the comic run with that. So that's what's happening after Secret Wars. So it's going to be like some kind of timey-wimey time jump after Secret Wars that grew up this young kid, T'Challa Jr., right? For Black Panther 3. So it's not that hard to figure out what's going on here.
You guys in this hall, you guys might know some of his work. He was great in a movie called The Long Walk. He was great in Alien Romulus. I want you guys to give a warm welcome to our new Black Panther, Mr. David Johnson.
David Johnson. This man. Listen, this took over the internet last night. Again, I'm very in tune. I was actually at work. I had to work over this. That's why I didn't do my show yesterday. I was at work. And then when this dropped, I had to tune in, and it took over my timeline. The new Black Panther, new T'Challa, grown up T'Challa Jr., basically, Prince T'Challa, David Johnson, this guy from Alien Romulus. If y'all remember, I got a members video right now talking about Alien Romulus 2 years ago. I said that was my favorite parts of the film. This dude right here, David Johnson. He fits the role. You talk about the son, if you want to, the fictional world of Chadwick Boseman and Lupita Nyong'o. You get David Johnson, right? This is a perfect casting, and he has the chops. This dude has the chops for this role, for a cultural, again, Black figure to do the new T'Challa. I think they nailed it. Coogler nailed it with this casting.
This young man.
This was dope. That was dope. That took over the timeline, y'all. And then he has his speech right here. Let's throw this up.
I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to this amazing family that I have the honor and the privilege and the blessing to join. I actually don't want to say too much because I want to let this screen do the talking.
Yeah. Don't flex on him, bro. Don't flex on him. Again, if y'all saw Alien Romulus, like this dude was playing an android and he stole the film. I covered that film with y'all 2 years ago. I said, yo, this dude was the best part of the film. Right? And he was playing, again, an android. He had a small range of emotions that he could show. He couldn't emote too much. And he still stole the film. And I was like, that's a star right there, right? 2 years ago was crazy because people are starting to catch up now. I talked about this last year. David Johnson wanted to be in the DCU. His agents reached out to James Gunn and DC Studios to find him a DC role. Did y'all know that? This man wanted to be in the he picked DC, and Gunn fumbled and said, "Oh, we ain't ready with stories." And then Coogler hit him up. It was like months ago. This all happened, and now he's in the MCU. He's taking over the most iconic role, as far as one of the biggest franchises in the last decade. You're talking about Aquaman, Black Panther, Avengers, right? Black Panther's up there. Spider-Man's up there as well too, as far as top 5. So Gunn kind of did him a favor, pump faking. This man wanted to be in the DCU. Do you know that? So Gunn fumbled again. Fire James Gunn, okay? Because MCU, Feige, Coogler, hiring this man, David Johnson, broke the internet. If you would have had him in the DC, as anything. You could make a Martian Manhunter, whatever. This man, I'm telling y'all right now, this man wanted to be in the DCU. And Gunn denied him. Fire James Gunn, Peter Safran, all the legacy exec people from the Suja Hara era, DC exec people. You have a budding star right here, and he broke the internet. But you said, nah. I'm just saying, bro. It can't happen. It can't happen. This takeover of Warner Brothers DC cannot happen sooner than not at this point. No, Alien Romulus is not a terrible film. What? Do you like Aliens films at all, bro? That was like a top tier Aliens film. Romulus? Are you serious, bro? I don't believe you. And Baku towers over him. It's about a suit. All you need is a suit. But how tall does Black Panther got to be? In the comics, he's always crouching. Like, what are we talking about? How tall does Spider-Man got to be? That's like the same cadence. You know? Gun jammed again. Yes, exactly. Gun failed. Listen, David Johnson's agents reached out to DC, y'all. And Gun failed. Like, he was there for them to break the internet because everyone loves his roles. And that's what DC needs, is like high caliber actors to bring attention to, because as much if you like David Cornswell, I think David Cornswell is actually a good actor. He didn't have the buzz like David Johnson. You know, Millie Alcock didn't have the buzz as David Johnson. This man's coming in here taking over the internet. And Gunn's like, nah, we good. Come on, man. I love it. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I'm ready for what this man's gonna do. I'm very ready. I'm very ready for what he's gonna do. It could have been a stat. I say if you want to shoehorn in Martian Manhunter, he would have killed it. He already played the android, right? So you gotta do some android type thing. And Gunn failed. Gun failed. Hit $1 billion. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna hit $1 billion. If Wakanda Forever, let's be real in the chat, real quick. How many of y'all think Wakanda Forever is a good film? I say more than not will say it's not the best film. It's not Coogler's best at all. I think it's Coogler's worst film because he was mandated, right? And he shoehorned in stuff into Wakanda Forever, and it still almost made $900 million. Right now, when Coogler, he got his swag back after Sinners, he did the X-Files series. He's gonna do Black Panther 3 with a new T'Challa, and he may do Storm. Yes, it's gonna do over $1 billion. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. This is gonna do over $1 billion. You already got the streets with you with David Johnson. Everyone loves this casting. I haven't seen one person, someone say, "Oh, he's too short." I don't care. It's a suit. It's fictional. Okay, it's superhero job. He's gonna be good. I don't know how tall you think Black Panther is supposed to be. I'm just saying. And Baku was taller than Chadwick Boseman, right? Am I right with that? So did we have that same concern with Chadwick Boseman? And it's like a spiritual successor of Chadwick Boseman. This young man's gonna do great, man. I'm looking forward to what he's gonna do. Yes, I'm gonna say $1 billion for sure. Now I'm putting on the trailer. You got Ryan Coogler in his bag again. No, this is doing. Wakanda Forever got nearly $900 million. Yes, and it's not even a good film to me. This is gonna be a good film. We're doing over $1 billion. All right, we're doing Odyssey numbers. Yo, Fire James got A-listers need not apply. You have one of the hottest actors. Ramos, bro, do you not like the Alien? If you don't like Aliens films, I mean, just say it. Spider-Man 5'9". So yeah, so the same as Black Panther. That doesn't. Again, Chadwick Boseman was not tall, so I don't know what we caught up on. I'm just saying. Let's catch up. Yeah, that's what. I wasn't the biggest fan of Wakanda Forever. It's a funeral film, and then you kill Angela Bassett in the film as well too. And then why is this Namor guy? You kill Angela Bassett, bro. You kind of gotta die in Avengers Doomsday. I need Namor to die. Okay, I need Doomsday to take out Namor. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. That wasn't my greatest experience in MCU history. Let's see. Catch up with the chat. Now, Rhombus was a solid film. No. I'm not gonna let you. You said Alien Rhombus is mid, but you like Alien Earth? That was one of the most slowest burn series I've ever seen in my life, bro. I gotta push back on you. No. If you say you like Alien Earth, you should love Alien Rhombus. I'm just saying, my opinion. All right, it's all good. Let's keep it going. Let's go further.
But believe me, the honor is entirely mine. Thank you.
That's great. Good stuff right there, right? The new Black Panther, the Marvel 2028 slate, very smart, just doing 2 films a year. They're moving the X-Men film to 2029, right? So you got Spider-Man, Avengers Doomsday this year. Next year, Avengers Secret Wars. And then you're teeing up Ghost Rider, Black Panther, then X-Men, which is interesting. They're pushing back X-Men that far. I thought Marvel did a good job actually this year. It wasn't like breaking the internet like RDJ, but Wakanda, the Black Panther reveal, it eclipsed the Ryan Gosling. It's according to the numbers. Ryan Gosling Ghost Rider it gave a good pop to social media. New T'Challa did even more, right? And meaning they both did good. So you got that whole Shuri conversation. It's about T'Challa, right? I think Shuri should be like that whole mentor, auntie type thing. And that is what it is. So good stuff, Marvel. Yeah. I'm not worried about the height. I know people nitpicking. The Pop, or is the name Ghost Rider the Pop? No, I think it's Gosling. I think it's after Project Hail Mary. I think Gosling is the Pop. Yeah, I think that was a good pop on social media in real time. Ryan Gosling, and I think Black Panther 3 eclipsed it. But it means you have 2 bangers coming out 2028. I'm looking forward to both of these films, learning more about it. What comics is Gosling trying to use for Ghost Rider, right? What version he's trying to use. Do a whole amalgamation. Don't pick one lane. Just put them all together and make a dope film, Ghost Rider. And I expect some mutants in that film as well, too. So we'll see. We'll cover it as we go further with that. Good stuff. Marvel. Let's put this down. So let's see. Let's check the chat real quick. Make sure there's no last minute things that popped up on me. They're talking about Grodd. That's wild. No one's talking about Grodd. The state of DC, we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But before we get to DC, we got to talk about the Paramount deal. Paramount WB. I'm seeing a lot of y'all out there, some of y'all out there, has no idea what you're talking about. All right? With this deal, with films, with business. Like, man, I'm going to start bringing y'all screenshots up there. I have no idea. And I said this before. I think it was a Patreon stream. I said, yo, the only people that's tripping on this Paramount deal, it's a whole political thing, like anti-Trump or whatever, because he's adjacent with Paramount, with Paramount's daddy. The gun glazers they think like if Paramount comes in, guns fired, which I think he'd be fired even before that, but we'll talk about that. And then the Netflixers are feeling some kind of way about that. Now, as we go forward, we have a goal again for support on the live streams. We have a goal of 5 either super chats or stream elements donations to the channel. We got 2 so far. We got 15 more minutes to get 3 more donations or super chats to the platform to keep this ad free. Now, again, if we got to run the ads, that's what we got to do. But definitely, I'd rather y'all support this up front so we don't have to run ads and people miss the live experience. So I'll make this very clear. So we need 2 more after Bayona here. 10 more minutes. Gun fans are really desperate for Paramount WWE to not happen. Again, it's the anti-Trump people. And again, first off, let me make this very clear. As a, as an American, why are we scared of Trump? Why are we scared of anybody? Right? So why are we leaning into that? Right? That's one thing. The whole gun glazers, I get it. Y'all think it's over. I think it's over no matter what. Okay, for gun. But okay, y'all oppose it, and then the Netflixers people who wanted Netflix somehow to, I don't know, not pull out when they did, because that's what they did. So it feels a little beta for the Netflixers.
You are a beta, man.
I'm just Netflix pulled out.
Don't be a beta, man.
That's just where we're at. That's just where we're at with with Netflix overall. Much love to Bayona, for sure. So Netflixers are the most delusional people I've ever met in any fandom. They're more delusional than they're kind of the same. That's what's crazy. You got these Netflixers who they say they're gun fans, but they sound like the Glazers. I have a perfect example coming up during Clapback. We got a Clapback session today. And if you sound like them, something's wrong. Right? Something's wrong. We got 10 more minutes. We need 2 more supports to the platform, either stream elements or super chats, to keep this ad free. That's what we need overall. Now, Clapback, we got a perfect example today. Oh my goodness! I don't know, people thought I was like playing. Like I was like, I laid it out there for y'all. I said, "Yo, we could pull you up on the Summer Jam screen anytime. Like, I know I'm busy during the week, but when I see you, we're gonna screenshot you. We're gonna bring you up. Like, what are we talking about? Let's go. Good stuff. Got a hater in the chat. No, we need the haters. We much of the Silv Nation, real DC fans, Snyder fans. We need haters, guzzlers, glazers. We need everybody in the chat, man. They got to represent. We got something for them. KFCU coming up next. So I hope they stick around for that. Good stuff. We'll see if we have the support in the next 10 minutes here. So Paramount, Warner Brothers. What's happened with this deal? Again, a lot of people talking that don't know what they're talking about, but we try to bring it very clear to y'all. First off, before we even go forward, this deal is going to close. Okay, let's just throw it out there. It's a matter of when, not if. It's a matter of when with this deal. I saw certain people like, oh, the deal's paused. It's over. These are the same people who, again, what did I say? Who's against this deal? It's the whole political anti-Trump thing. We're not worried about you. We're not scared of Trump. We're not. Don't give Trump that much power. Y'all give Trump people. Y'all say y'all anti-Trump. Y'all give him too much power, right? Y'all gotta look at that. Why y'all giving this man this much power? That's one thing. You say you hate him so much, but you're making him like he can control the movie industry. No president in our lifetime has ever done this, but he's controlling the movie industry, the news industry, right? Films, TV, everything, music. Like, what are we talking about? So chill on that. If you hate Trump, you can hate Trump all you want. He doesn't control your whole life. Don't give him that power. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Empower yourself. Don't wake up thinking Trump every day. I don't wake up thinking, oh, Trump's going to stop me today. No. I'm going to go do what I need to do every day. Make my money. Take care of what I got to take care of. What you worry about Trump for? So don't give him if you hate someone, don't give him so much power over you. Boogeyman, like he's going to jump out of the shadows on you. Huh? I don't give Trump that much power. He has this position as the president of this country, and I'm going to leave it at that. What are you talking about? He's going to control the whole industry. Oh. Get out of here, you Mark Ruffalo looking people. Get out of here, bro. Come on. Anyway, let's go for it. Let's go. These are the only people that's scared of this deal. Again, oh, Trump's the boogeyman. He controls my life. Okay, I'm asking you to release yourself. Release yourself from that, okay? That's one thing. You gun glazers, you should be scared of this. You glazers, but it may be over before this deal closes. It may be over for your boy Gunn, right? And then you Netflixers, y'all just anti anything Paramount because Netflix pulled out, and they pulled out on Zack Snyder as well too. So are you Zack Snyder fans as well? Because Netflix ain't messing with Zack Snyder either. So what are you really championing? I'm just saying. My goodness. Right, Orange Man, oh my God. I don't wake up thinking of Trump, bro. I'm thinking of these policies. He put a policy in there, I can make some money. I'm good. I ain't worried about Trump like that. My goodness. Boogeyman stuff, man. I'm an American citizen. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Trump. I'm just saying. That is what it is. But so this deal. Paramount has agreed to delay the takeover for months. Now, what does that mean? This deal likely will close no earlier than 2027. So what the states have brought up, these 12 states, they lean Democrat. So it's a political thing here. It just is what it is. We got to let this play out, y'all. We got to let it play out. They're bringing us some antitrust issues with the Paramount deal. Paramount, according to what I'm hearing, is that Paramount has several concessions they can make to have this deal pass through. Paramount, their thing was, we're not going to make a concession if we don't have to, right? If we don't have to, we won't do it. Like in the UK, they said, Paramount, you can't distribute Universal films internationally anymore. That's our concession we need you to make. Paramount said, okay, cool. We're not going to volunteer you this concession, but if you're really pushing against it, okay, we'll make the concession for you. So the same thing with the states. Okay, what do you want us to divest? You want us to divest some cable channels? You're not going to get CNN. This just makes it very good. I don't think that's going to happen. I think, again, the political angle, I think they want CNN. I don't think Paramount's going to concede CNN, but maybe some other cable packages, some other distribution deals. This deal's going to pass through, y'all. You know, pause is not canceled. Like, canceled is the Netflix, right? Netflix lost, right? And Shin, like you said, okay, they want CNN. I'm saying I don't see Paramount letting that go. I think they will make other concessions. I think Paramount do want CNN. I think they do want to bring it more towards the middle. I think CNN is trash. Fox News is trash. MSNBC is trash. So I don't care about any of these channels. And if they give up CNN, I don't care either way. But I'm just saying what I'm hearing is I don't think they're going to give up CNN. That is what it is. There's Paramount, from what I heard, has several concessions they were willing to make before this lawsuit came in. All this is going to do is accelerate that conversation. What can we agree on to sign off on to close this deal? But what that means, though, is that it's looking like it's going to be going into 2027. Now, okay, so what does it mean? Oh, Paramount's in trouble. This deal, block the deal. Most mergers like this, it takes like 2 years to close a deal. 2, right? When Discovery bought Warner Brothers in 2020, I went live May 17th. One of my legendary streams with the late great Mikey Sutton. When Discovery announced they were buying Warner Brothers, it took them 2 years to close the deal. When did Paramount put the winning bid on Warner Brothers? It was earlier this year. They're trying to close this deal within 6 months. Record time, unheard of. That's what scared all these states. It's like, oh, y'all going too fast. Can we put a temporary restriction? That's what that was. It's like, oh, you can't close this too quick now. So if this ends up closing next year, it'll be a year from the time they signed the deal before they agreed on it. It usually takes 2 years. This is going to close within 1 year. So it's really nothing. It would have been amazing if the Paramount would have closed this, like, again, within months. That would have been insane, right? Record breaking. But now this is just saying, okay, we got to allow this to go through the process, make some concessions, lobby some people. Some people got to get paid. They got to get their palms greased. And then, two, is a political thing. The Democrats' midterms are going through what? November, September? So this is a good play for them to save face for their midterms. Okay, you want your midterms, your performative face for that? Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait after midterms to close this. That's all Paramount's doing. All right. There's what it is. November. Thank you. So this ain't going to close, but this is why I say 2027. It's not going to close to 2027. And likely early 2027, at the latest summer 2027. Now, what does that mean? Okay. We had a lot of hopes and wishes this closes early than usual. Record time. It's not going to do that, because if it would have closed early, then it would have been, new plans for DC immediately, right? But now it makes sense that Warner Brothers pushed back Batman Part 2 to 2028, right? It's all kind of lining up to me personally that, okay, for big business, for DC, let's push Batman to 2028. Paramount's coming to the building probably late 2027 now. Man, tomorrow's coming out. Okay. Batman's 2028. Then what are we going to do after that? That's what that's pushing back right now. It's the timeline of future. Because we're just worried about DC. The future of DC is what this affects. Now, another thing, James Gunn, Peter Safran. People still seem to not grasp or forget that James Gunn, Peter Safran, their contract was from October 2022 to October 2026 this year. And reportedly, according to Business Insider, they got a 6-month extension from October of this year that takes you to April 2027. Meaning this current regime of Warner Brothers is saying, Gunn, Safran, y'all co-CEO of what's going on with the DC plan is over April 2027. Man, tomorrow, would it have made sense to, if you're saying, okay, they're safe, why wouldn't you extend them past Man Tomorrow coming out next, June, July? Their co-CEO contract ends April 2027 at the latest. So I think Gunn and Safran are done no matter what. I think Warner Brothers is ready to take over DC because they are the ones that pushed Batman Part 2 to 2028. That's what the headlines say. They don't say, oh, Gunn pushed it. No. Warner Brothers pushed Batman Part 2 to 2028. So I think it's more about just absorbing, okay, it's going to be a longer time to close this deal. More normal. We was going record time. It was crazy. It's a weekly show. We're going to talk about this every week still until this closes, right? This just makes this show longer. Like, that's all they did to me. They gave me a favor. Like, we're counting this down until next summer at this point. And then what's the new plan for DC going forward? I think Gunn and Safran are going to be done before Paramount even comes to the building because the current regime did not give Gunn and Safran any more time past April 2027. That's where we're at with that. Let's check with the chat real quick. As you see on the screen as well on the right side, SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Guild are against this deal as well. Concessions probably needs to be made in writing. They got to probably promise certain things. That's all this is. They're trying to check them with the Hail Mary overall. We got Bayona. Paramount will move from California because them trying to stop the merger. Waste everyone's time now. Hey, I mean, I'm not going to rule that out, Bayona. I'm not going to rule that out. I think overall, Paramount is ready to play ball. They're going to play ball, and they're not pulling out of this deal. That's the main thing I want to get across to anyone. They're not pulling out of this deal. They are going to, again, end up making whatever concessions they need to make to close this deal. So that's where we're at. One time, let's see, we had a goal of 5 super chats or stream elements before 2 hours, and we're at what? We're at 4. So we're gonna need one more. We need more likes in the chat as well too. I don't know. Maybe we gotta run the ads. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point. We need definitely more activity on the YouTube side. Shout out to X Twitter to share the posts as well. Comment. Let them know what you're watching. One time, a shout out to you, Bayona. Good stuff. Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. Okay, Neil Simmons comes in the last minute. Neil Simmons comes in the final minute to hit the goal for the support. Now, much appreciated. Again, it is really only because I want to keep this ad free as possible. And much respect. We do need more likes on YouTube for sure as well too to help push the stream. Sunday night, we here. Let's see what else we got in the chat. Neo 7's coming in the clutch. Let's see. I've seen Guzzers say DCU released the worst DC project, which is Supergirl, but it was pretty good. Hey, I haven't seen Supergirl yet. All right, I'm working on how I'm gonna view. I'm gonna view it kind of live, either with the Patreon crowd or maybe members crowd. I gotta see how I'm gonna put that together. But I haven't seen Supergirl yet, and I'm looking forward to seeing that and giving my real reaction, right? Because people, again, I go off the performance. It's bottom 3 DC film, maybe the worst DC film performer ever. it may not beat Shazam 2. It's already available on digital, so it's done with theaters under 4 weeks or under 4 weekends. So that's a bomb. And I'm trusting what people are saying that it's not a good film. So I'll see. I'll find out soon enough. I'll give my own opinion, but we'll find out soon enough for sure. I've seen, again, they said it's pretty good. That's wild. WG wanted Netflix to buy WB. Nobody complained. Disney buying Star Wars. Yeah, exactly. It's all performative. We know what this is, man. We know what this is. Netflix would never work with Netflix. Zack Snyder would never work with Netflix. Yeah, I mean, Netflix appears to be out of the Zack Snyder business. So I don't know these Netflixers. I don't know what are y'all hanging your hat on? Going at other Snyder fans. I don't know what. Y'all look like Glazers. Guzzlers and Glazers. Y'all have the same energy because it's non-productive for Zack Snyder at all. They went to the Zack Snyder Frank Miller thing. No one talked about Netflix. Did Zack bring up Netflix at all at the Frank Miller conversation? He was talking about Warner Brothers. I mean, let me know. Correct me in the chat. Did Zack Snyder bring up Netflix at all at the Frank Miller conversation? People asking about Warner Brothers. Shout out to Peely. He asked about Justice League Part 2. Netflix is out of the picture. Hey, y'all got to switch y'all badge up or something. I don't know what y'all need to do. Y'all lean too hard into that, bro. Like, ain't nobody talking about Netflix no more, bro, with Zack Snyder. It's crazy. Let's catch up. Acquisition closes when the court decides, or that's what I just said. Not potentially waiting on June. Yeah, that's what I said as well. It could close earlier than that. Yeah, that's what I said. DeLuca and Abdi are a perfect choice to run DC, not just for Zach. They can pull in great directions for sure. Top talent won't be blasted with a fourth grade toilet humor. Now I think that's going to happen. That's my theory at this point, y'all, is that Gunn and Safran, that contract's up. April 2027. It's over. You get a 6-month extension because that's all you got left. You get a multi-year extension like DeLuca and Abdi because you're going to be there, right? So DeLuca and Abdi are going to be there at least through 2028. At the least. It could be longer. Won't have the full terms. We just know it's a multi-year deal. And they didn't get to a contract year. They re-upped DeLuca and Abdi before their contract year. Gunn and Safran, again, got their 6-month extension before that contract year. That's all they got, 6 months more. So it's over. Until someone proves it otherwise, it's over. And that means it falls under DeLuca and Abdi. And they appear to be the ones that push Batman Part 2 to 2028 to allow proper time to do retool a new DC. And then when Paramount comes to the building, Paramount can give their insight. Whatever David Ellison wants, he's going to get. So I think he's going to trust DeLuca and Abdi. Good stuff. Live Sunday. We got clapback coming later. We just warming up. But shout out to y'all reaching the goal of the live stream. We'll again keep this ad-free as possible. And we're gonna keep this going overall. So let's go further. Let's go to the KFCU. Because while Marvel was breaking the internet, DC was tucking their chain in. DC was kind of like tiptoeing Comic-Con. Now, what do I mean by that? Only because I've been to Comic-Con a couple of times, and the latest time I was there, I understand how this rolls with Comic-Con. You know, you pull up on Hall H Saturday nights like Marvel, and you bring the goods, right? Back in the day, Zack Snyder, he was there Saturday afternoon, dropping, this is years ago, Dark Knight, BVS, dropping that on Hall H on their head, on their forehead, Saturday, all right? That's when you're doing business on Comic-Con weekend, you show up in Hall H Saturday, up to 6,000 people in the building. You're putting on a show. I was there 2 years ago when they revealed RDJ as Doom, one of the greatest experiences in CBM history. I was in the building. I have a personal video screaming like a punk. I was excited because that was a great reveal, right? You show up to Hall H, you make noise. You make stir. That's when you drop that speech when Homeboy that played Martian Manhunter. He did that Dark Knight Returns speech, right? Revealing the BVS logo. Suicide Squad, right? The original trailer. That's when you go to Hall H on San Diego Comic-Con. You bring the goods. And DC used to know how to do that. But this year, just like a lot of years since Zack Snyder was not there, actually really since Justice, they tried to roll with Justice 2017, and then they took their chain in since then with DC. Black Adam tried, but he pump faked on Henry Cavill and they got booed. You can't fake the funk when you come to Saturday San Diego Comic-Con. So what did DC do? They said, no, we're just gonna show up on Friday. we're not showing up on Saturday. The new Clayface trailer. Now, I think I talked about this recently. I think I showed the trailer recently with that. They're trying to hint towards it's going to be a full body reveal of Clayface. I want y'all to know, Still Nation, y'all made them make it very clear there's a full body transformation, because we were talking about, will Clayface transform fully in the film? Will we see it? All of a sudden, everybody talking about full body transformation. It's like when I do a song with Coldplay, then Jay-Z does a song with Coldplay, right? If you know, you know, Kanye. That's what happened. We brought full body transformation. I just want y'all to know, check the timeline. When I did the video of full body transformation, the entire DC Twitter started talking about full body transformation. Now, what I believe with Clayface is, I still don't think we're going to see this full body. I still don't see it. I think it's going to be more obscure. You're going to see the full face. I don't think we're going to see the full body Batman animated series Clayface. I'm just saying. Hey, Vega, you got what I said with that. I'm just saying. I talk about full body transformation, then DC Twitter went crazy. Now they got a song with Coldplay. I'm just saying, bro. If you know, you know. Keep it real though. Don't front on me. If that's what we do. So this here, let me blow this back up. You got after the Clayface trailer, Grace Randolph went off on Clayface. Grace Randolph went crazy. I don't know where this came from. First off, Grace, if you catch this or any of your handlers that passes you information about me, Grace, like, I want peace. Grace Randolph, we don't got beef. Grace thought I made like an off joke about her years ago, and she blocked me. And I wasn't even coming at Grace like that. I used to DM Grace like once a month. We used to chop it up. I told Grace Ben Affleck was coming back. Henry was coming back. And Grace was like, I'm not hearing that. I said, Grace, I'm hearing it. And then things went south since then. But Grace went off on Clayface. It's all love, Grace. DC fans on the internet, DC fans in theater. I can't think of a more perfect and confirmation like that. That's probably a good comparison right there. A lot of y'all was talking strong about Supergirl, but when we got to the theaters, all these the trailers breaking numbers. Well, we need all y'all to go to the theaters. Y'all didn't go to theaters. Just saying. So she's right. Y'all talk a lot on the internet. Y'all don't show up in theaters. Y'all do it for Supergirl. Hey, y'all didn't do it for Superman. See, that's the hard conversation y'all want to have. Y'all leaning on Rotten Tomatoes and all this stuff. You didn't do more than Man of Steel. So y'all didn't show up for theaters, even though they did great domestically. Not enough of y'all worldwide. So that's one thing. Do we think they're going to show up for Clayface? An obscure Batman villain? The general audience does not know Clayface. So what you needed for this film was actually a name brand person to push this film. You have nothing. You don't have a known character. You don't have a known actor in this film. Clayface is going to bomb, okay? That's my that's my prediction. Now, will it catch on this whole Gen Z horror obsession backrooms audience? Yeah, they'll prove me wrong then. If Gen Z says, "Oh, Clayface, that's it," I don't see it. We'll see, right? This is all projections. I don't see it. I think Clayface is going to fall on his face opening weekend, and it's going to drag the DC label across the mud again. Now, what's crazy with San Diego Comic-Con is that they didn't have a dedicated panel to Clayface. They didn't have a dedicated panel. So how much do you trust me? If you have a lady out there, if you don't bring your lady out in the open in front of your friends and family, how much do you think she thinks you trust her? Do you think you really in love with her? Y'all don't love Clayface, DC. Y'all hear Clayface in a Jim Lee panel. It wasn't officially announced. It was a Jim Lee panel Friday morning. I think was it Friday morning? Or was it Thursday? No, it was Thursday. It was Thursday. Hold on. This is, again, San Diego Comic-Con is about Saturday. And then Friday is Baby Boy Day, right? Saturday is Big Willie Day. Thursday, nobody's there. Okay? And then Sunday's even worse. So Clayface, y'all shoehorn Clayface to a Thursday panel with Jim Lee. And Jim Lee's glazing. He's earning his check. Jim Lee, I'm looking at you sideways a little bit, Jim Lee. I'm looking at you sideways a little bit, bro. You kind of glazed that up a little bit too much. I was uncomfortable for you. So y'all hid Clayface in the Thursday panel. Dropped the trailer. Ain't nobody talking about this trailer today. After Marvel last night, no one's talking about DC. You see, you guzzlers and glazers out there. Do you realize that? Are you seeing social media that no one's talking about DC after Marvel hit the stage? This is just a reality. Y'all talking about DC's back. Supergirl just failed. Okay, you saying DC's back? Lantern's about to get, man. Lanterns, if they do what we think they're doing, episode 1, Lanterns is over next month. Clayface, ain't nobody gonna care when this film comes out. You don't know actor of note in this film. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. That Coldplay analogy, you got that. Only the lyricists would have got what I said with that. No, I knew Vega would get that. I'm just saying. Let's see. I just saw the internet. I did my one stream about the full body transformation. Then everyone was talking about full body. I was like, okay, hey, I'm just letting y'all know in the chat. Y'all saw the shields, the shield elites was pulling up y'all comments coming at me. They watching the stream, y'all. They watching y'all comments. I'm just letting make your comments good in the chat. Y'all got shield elites reading y'all comments. I'm just letting y'all know right now. All of a sudden, we talk about Clayface full body transformation. Now they doing a song with it. Right? That's all I'm saying, bro. Clay's been clapping back at gun fans. Yeah, Grace went off. Be looking busted. Dang. Hey, Grace. I didn't say that, Grace. I'm trying to bring the olive branch, Grace. Hey, I'm gonna take this comment, Grace. I didn't say that. I'm trying to get some access, Shin. Oh man. But no, real talk though, Grace. She got mad. I put her DMs up. Actually, that's after she blocked me. I put her DMs up live when after she blocked me because I was a spiteful male, and she was denying my Ben Affleck Henry Cavill scoops. Right? She was like, I had it on great authority. Ben's not coming back. Henry's not coming back, and they were back on set. I'm like, hey, great. I mean, hey, don't be mad at me, Grace. We could squash this, Grace. It's not gonna be coming at you. That was the chat. They don't speak for me, especially Shin. Shin don't speak for me. Don't call me, Grace. You already blocked me. Let's see. You think humor will backfire? For sure. No panel for Clayface. Yeah. They shoehorned into the Jim Lee Thursday panel. I'm like, oh my goodness, you have no faith in this film. You shoehorned this. That's what they did to Creature Commandos. What was it, last year, 2 years ago? They shoehorned it into Jim Lee panel. Yeah, no. If you love Clayface, you put a full panel out there. I've seen worse. Alien Romulans had a full panel. When I went to San Diego Comic-Con 2 years ago, Alien Romulans had a full panel with actors and everyone. They had like a whole skit where they simulated an alien bursting out of someone's chest. They put some money into that. Alien Romulus. DC can't do that for Clayface? I'm just saying, bro. It's like, nah, bro. And that was on a Friday. They didn't shoehorn a Thursday. They went there on a Friday and did a whole Alien Romulus panel. DC can't at least do that. No, you got to shoehorn on a Thursday when half the audience is not even there, probably a third. And you hide a Clayface panel in the Jim Lee. Like, nah, bro. Clayface ain't hidden. It ain't hidden, y'all. That's fine. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot of money from that film. I'm not expecting a lot from that film. But no. Yeah, Jim Lee was fighting for his life. Shout out to Cigar Gangster. We're here Sunday night. Hey, when I work Saturdays, I'm going to be here Sunday nights. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah, thank you, Shin. Yeah. Shin, yeah. Grace, Shin didn't mean that. We didn't mean that you look tore up. Grace, you're wonderful. We ain't got a beef no more, Grace. It's been years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man. Yeah. Shin don't speak for us, bro. I'm just saying, Grace, we ain't coming at you. It just you was doubting me. That's all. And so I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to speak out. That's all it was. But so she's going at DCU. And so she says down here, as far as the Clayface trailer, you can't take cuticle scissors on the plane. Totally takes me out of the movie. A little extreme, Grace. I gotta still be critical of you. We still love you. She says also he can still see out of one eye. Wait to deal with this until you land, dude. So Grace is very critical of the DCU. That Clayface trailer, again, I don't know. Did we watch that together? I don't think we watched that together, did we? So I actually, what I'll do, I'll pull it up. I don't think we actually watched that together. Let me pull up the Clayface trailer. Now, usually I wait to do these trailers on my Patreon because YouTube doesn't like me using these trailers. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this now. Just know this for the live crew. The replay crew, you're not gonna see me react to this because YouTube's gonna make me pull it. So I just want to let y'all know this right now. So that just is what it is. The life we in. But for the live crew, because I don't think we watched this together. Actually, let me see in the chat real quick. If we did, I won't do it. We didn't. Okay. So yeah, let's do it. Let's pull this up because I do want y'all reactions on this. I actually do. We'll turn it down some. The Clayface trailer. Let's throw up the goggles so it doesn't matter. They're still gonna make me pull it. Just letting y'all know. Let me do it like that. Clayface trailer. Let's talk through this, right? And again, replay crew, y'all probably won't get any of this because it will be pulled in post. All right. Let's see what's in the chat real quick. Says my girlfriend and I were 2 of the 12 people who watched Creature Commands. Dang. Well, 13 cigar, actually 14 because me and Carlos was here as well too. So it's a handful of us, a little over 2 handfuls of people that saw Creature Commandos. Much like a cigar gangster here for a Sunday night stream. What's it called? A Sunday night heat. Good stuff. Let's cue up Clayface. Is this hot or not? Is it cap or not? Let's me up. Let me turn it down a little bit. So it looks like though he gets jacked up early, and that's what I said. I think that's what it was. I did like a Patreon stream about this. Join my Patreon because you get my instant reactions to a lot of these trailers. Patreon.com/sylabdul. What I didn't like was realizing this is not the Batman animated series story. Like, don't lie to us, Gunn, saying, oh, like you're doing Superman One Minute Tomorrow. Psych, we're just using aesthetics. And so with Clayface, Mike Flanagan, the writer, says, I wrote this off of Feet of Clay, Batman animated series 2-parter. That classic Clayface. Most of us in this past generation, we only know Clayface because of that animated episode. Now, I read comics on it, but that was the best version in the animated series. Better than the comics, right? So it made it more popular. So if you're saying you're making a movie off of that, you had me sold. Now you're pump faking. So this is an original story. So I'm ready to move past that. I'm ready to say, okay, you're doing something original. Let's see what we got, right? Let's see what we got. Let's go. Again, this is an original story. Like I'm ready to just, okay, you're doing something different, okay? It's not like the comics. It's not like the animated series. So he just gets jumped, maybe because he messed with someone's girlfriend. I don't know. He gets jacked up, gets his face slashed up. Okay. Let's just go. I want to accept what you got, right? Is it executed properly? Let's go. Because it's not an adaptation, y'all. Let's just drop that. It's not an adaptation.
I'd like to volunteer for human trials.
So he volunteers again. I don't keep belaboring this, but again, original take. So, okay. You get sliced up. There's human trials for some kind of face fixing thing. Original story. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's just see what we got. We're very clear. He got his face jacked up. Then he gets shot. You saw his face, right? You saw the state of him. was at the beginning. You see, this is him before the experiment, right?
Show me.
So you're saying, show me, like, he got jacked up. This ain't Clayface right now.
Show me.
Just so we're clear, right? And so now he gets he volunteers for the trial. So again, this is original story, y'all. It's okay. I'm not okay with this, but I'm okay. Let's see. Where's this is after they jack him up. So I just wonder how long they're gonna go through this with so how's that elements of feet of clay? Let me know in the chat. Shin, you're saying how's that elements? That wasn't elements of feet of clay. What elements you get from this? Let me know. I haven't seen him live before. The trailer's typical run into the wrong crowd gets changed. Generic. What's elements of feet of clay? I'm saying feet of clay, like he was still in the goop from Daggett. Then he tries to get more and he gets jacked up. You know, he gets overexposed to it. This is not the concept at all of feet of clay. Let me know, Shannon. Let me know what you're saying with that, though. It's a different take, though, like the different circumstances. But again, let's see the original concept. I'm saying this is all original. I'm trying to catch on. What are we saying that's like the animated series? I would love to hear it. All right, he uses a crane. Nah, it ain't the same though, Shin. This ain't the same concept at all. I'm fine with the original take. I've slept on this several days, and I'm like, okay, give me the original take, and let's see. Again, this is the original thing. Like this is nothing of the animated series. So, yeah, full body transformation off camera. All I said, that rumor says you don't see it on camera. We'll see, right? We're gonna find out what they're gonna do with that. I think this is an original take of a film, and we'll see if it sticks. We'll see the execution. I do like this shot where the dude looks like Pennywise. Where we at? Homeboy, like that shot. Let me go back. That shot. Great shot right there. Like that's actually selling the film right there. Like dude is going. I mean, I don't know if it's for a Clayface film, but he's selling the film, eating up the camera. He's a no name, so he's not going to bring people to theaters, right? Clayface, the name alone, is not going to bring people to theaters. Hold on. I gotta put my order in real quick. All right. So I think it's gonna be again, just my take overall with this Clayface thing is that I'm at peace that this is not adapting anything from the animated series. This is original horror, body horror, type of take. Let's see the execution. I don't think enough people are gonna care that this film is out, though. It's kind of where I'm at with this overall. Inspired by what? Like what? Hold on. I don't see what is it inspired? Like, let me know what it's inspired by. That's what I'm trying. I'm not seeing any inspiration. I don't know what inspiration you're seeing. And then, yeah, I mean, according to the latest, the latest test screens, they say it's, some what do they say, unexpected comedic vibes to it. So the tone of the film, we'll see. Joker vibe. I think this film could have an angle, but you had Joaquin Phoenix and Joker, right? You had an Oscar winner in that film. I don't know if this guy's gonna have enough buzz overall, right? And so that's why the doubt is there with this film, and that is what it is, right? So that's Clayface. That's what you got coming up in theaters next. Is the hype there? All right. Now again, actually, let's check with the chat real quick. 30 years. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Again, Shin, I don't know what you're seeing with the Inspired by. I really don't. None of these story beats hits Batman animated series at all. And that's fine if it does. Like, I'm at peace. If it doesn't, that's fine. But you got to execute. It's got to be a good film, And so we'll see. But I don't feel enough people will care. What's drawing people to this film? They stopped talking about it after like 6 hours. The actor not being an A-list actor to draw people. It looks interesting to me so far. The only inspiration I see, deformity leading to reading you. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting film. But like you said, we're talking about performance, right? That's all I'm talking about. Like, there's just two separate conversations, right? Will this be a successful film? I don't know. Will it be a good film? I mean, we'll see. We'll see what it actually does. But a lot of people, whatever they was talking about, shout to shit. No ads here. No ads. It's no ads still. Everyone stopped talking about it like that day. People still talking about the new T'Challa, right? Avengers Doomsday, Gosling Ghost Rider, right? Like, so there's levels to this, man. All right. That's what it is, man. It's what it is. So you had the Clayface moment. Now we have the lanterns. So yeah, Clayface Thursday, and it did what it did. Whatever pop it got, I think it fizzled out. It's just honestly, no one's talking about Clayface today. I'm the only person talking about Clayface today. You look on Twitter right now. No one else is talking about Clayface right now, right? And you sort of have a semi conversation with lanterns still. So let's pull that up, because now you're talking about probably for all the wrong reasons. People are talking about lanterns. So let's roll this trailer. The final trailer for Lanterns coming out next month. They fighting for their life. Let's go.
What the fuck?
It's time.
Oh, HBO edgy. When he's an edgy HBO. See, this with the Lanterns IP. I'm just saying, like, we don't need, we're gonna be edgy and mature. Like, just give me cosmic. Okay, let's go. Just stay with me. Stay with me. So, I felt like there was a lot of pressure on this trailer. Okay. Every trailer of this series that's come out has been highly scrutinized. The whole, it's not green enough. And the showrunner thinks that's funny. He's like, no, that's not funny. Like, we're saying, bro, you're not respecting the IP. Grant Morrison told you that. The legendary writer, Grant Morrison. Okay. So it's not a joke. The tone was the main thing I was looking at for this final trailer. What is this show really? All right. Is it all brown? Does Jon Stewart hate Hal Jordan? Is this a joke? I think it's 3 for 3. I think everything that I thought is in the like what's this? What's this animosity towards Hal Jordan? That's the first thing I'm trying to understand. Like why are we dissing Hal Jordan every like frame? like come on now. It don't have to be just one. There's multiple lanterns in the cosmos. Why are we dissing Hal Jordan every chance we get? At least guys dudes looking at him. He wants to kill. Does he kill Hal Jordan? Obama staring at Trump. Oh, right. We got some green. Oh, I think it's gonna be a really quick. He's fighting normal people. I don't want to see Lantern fighting normal rural cops. I want to see lanterns with cosmic fights. Are we really gonna get a real cosmic fight? I mean, again, the Manhunters, yes, the Manhunters are. It's confirmed in this trailer. The leaks are true, right? Just like the leak said in episode 1, how it gets murked, right? The Manhunters are true. So I want to see better fights in this. Yeah, it's great. You use some green against some normal dudes. Again, Manhunters, I see people mixed up with this and like Martian Manhunters. These are totally different identities. Manhunters were they're basically like shapeshifters, as you see right there. They're like androids that can shapeshift to any appearance. They're like scrolls. Okay, so I have some Secret Invasion vibes for this show. That's different from like Martian Manhunters. All right, so I just want to make that very clear. Manhunters, they used to be used by the Guardians of the Galaxy in DC, and then they were rejected, and then the Guardians created Lanterns after they rejected the Manhunters. So that's the connection. That's why they're probably after the Lanterns. You know, very cheap villains. This isn't exciting at all for me so far. Just letting you know. Like, why is Guy Gardner in this, bro? My hype. It wasn't even there, but it's going lower. Just saying. I'm not there with it. I'm not there with this so far. Why is that a question? I'm just saying, this show hates Hal Jordan. I don't know why. I don't know why they hate one of the greatest Lanterns ever. That was a Guardian. She said, do you hate Hal Jordan? Huh? Or do you resent Hal Jordan? Why is that? No, like, let's kind of respect the office of Hal Jordan. Like, he was a Lantern before you. Jon Stewart in the comics, yes, he was brought up as a backup to Hal Jordan. And then Jon Stewart was tagged up to be full-time. And Hal Jordan came back for full-time as well, too. So you have to job Hal Jordan, man. Like, that's not selling the Jon Stewart character, in my opinion, to be like, oh, I hate Hal Jordan. Like, why? Why do you hate Hal Jordan? It's okay. Like, okay, is he a loser right now? It's possible. Why are we dissing Hal Jordan? So the Sinestro shot, right? We got a better shot.
You don't really believe.
I don't think this is a bad shot, Sinestro. I know some people are comparing it to the Mark Strong 2011 Sinestro, which was a superior version, but I don't think this is a bad shot. Okay. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know why Guy is in this film or this series. I have no idea. I don't know why they're pinning Stewart against. Yeah, I don't get it. Manhunters here are different from the ones we've seen in JLF. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Manhunters, from what I've understood from the comics, Vega, they kind of can freak it anyway with the Manhunters. They're very generic, though. Fell out of place. Yeah, I didn't like Guy Gardner showing up at all. you got that. Yeah. So that was weird, right? Mark Strong, was a perfect Sinestro. I really wish they would have did a sequel. He became a Yellow Lantern at the end of it. Like, he lost trust in the Guardians. And it was they built up. They could have did like a Sinestro film. Like, they did a perfect Sinestro origin, right? Guy's already an a-hole. Why Why make John Howell the same? Fire James Gunn. It's like, this is a terrible premise. You're trying to expand the DC world to the galactic levels. Don't mess this up right here. And I feel like just the base of it, they messed up. And you can't. No one should hate Jon Stewart. That's what's upsetting about me. Like, you're giving people a reason to be like, oh, John, this is hot shot. Jon Stewart is not, that's not his personality. That's not his personality at all. So, like, what are we doing? So that's upsetting to me. With that, one time, Mark is like, this is their king, Jon Stewart. I'm sorry, Jon Stewart. James Gunn.
Is this your king? Huh? Is this your king? Who's supposed to lead you into the future? Him? He's supposed to protect you.
This man ruined John. Are you gonna ruin Jon Stewart, bro? Are we really? James Gunn. Fire James Gunn. Now. Okay. No one should be hating Jon Stewart, and y'all are giving people a chance to hate Jon Stewart. That's upsetting to me.
He's your backup.
Normal dudes. Like, hey, this isn't exciting to me. Like, the green that you showed me, this, I mean, was it a decent trailer? This didn't excite me. The last one that you did was better than this. And that was the one you was forcing as much green shots as possible. You showed all your green shots. And it's against like humans. Like what are we doing, bro? This show is leaning on the HBO crowd, Emmy crowd, performance crowd. They're not trying to get us comic book fans. They're just not. I mean, if you catch on to it, you catch on to it. I don't feel this is for us. I don't at all. So we'll see what it does. Lanterns, ladies and gentlemen. Lanterns. That's what you got after Supergirl bombs. This is what you got. Oh my goodness. See, this is a sad thing, right? When they off Hal Jordan, you're probably like, good. Like, murk this dude. He's a loser. Now, I don't see this. I don't see. I mean, hey, you probably can smash, but I don't see like a long-term thing right there. Makes them all look like jerks. Exactly. I'm not feeling it, bro. I'm just not just personally. I don't have high hopes at all. Like this show, episode 1, if they do what is leaked that they would do, then episode 2 has a lot of heavy lifting. And I'll probably ready to tap out by episode 3, just like the Acolyte. That's what I'm feeling. We in for a try. I don't have high hopes, y'all. I have no high hopes. But we'll see what they do. So at Comic-Con again, they was Friday. So this is Baby Boy Friday, right? Big Willie Saturday is MCU. You got Baby Boy Friday. That's when Lanterns comes out to Hall H. So this whole talk about, they want to spend money. No, they spent money to be there. They just didn't bring the goods. And they showed up on the Baby Boy Day, Friday. And so this trailer dropped. And then you got Aaron Pierre fighting for his life on stage here. Let's see.
I have to record this on my phone. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to do this again, guys.
So Aaron Pierre, he's telling you right now, it's probably over, right? Like this, like this show is already over. So I want to say the vow on Friday at Comic-Con because this show may be cooked. That's what he said. It's his words. That's what he's saying.
I have to record this on my phone. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to do this again, guys.
You're not going to be back next year, bro. I'm just like, hey, Aaron Pierre, all blessings and respect to you. You're not coming back.
Shall we, gentlemen? In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let all who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Bro, first of all, this pose by Nathan Fillion.
Lantern's light.
It's over. All right, this is over. Okay, like, none of y'all coming back. Kyle Chandler, you're already dead. All right, Guy Gardner, no one really likes you. Aaron Pierre, you tried your best, bro. I'm glad you got your video. It's over. Okay, it's over. I sort of feel sorry for him. But what's crazy about this is, again, it's over. and it's like, I'm not trying to wish bad on him. It's just that wasn't, Aaron Pierre knew. He's like, bro, I may never do this again, bro. Yeah, you're right. It's over. From that trailer, again, just to kind of zoom in on a couple of things, there's a quote that came out about this. The showrunner, Chris Mundy, says, or the writer, I think he's a writer, says he wanted to show the suits and constructs evolving. Okay. John's constructs are architectural, but still convey a sense of tangibility. You saw a bird, but okay. Hal's suit features signs of wear and damage resulting from years of use. So, one contention point out there for this show is that people are like, well, why do you have a physical suit for Green Lantern? So now we know that's Hal's suit in the closet. And it's probably after he gets murked, right? They find his suit in the closet. Most fans of Lantern, and we're talking about Justice League animated series, and we are talking about comic fans as well too, most of them will say, hey, the suit comes from the ring. Why is there a physical suit? Now you have some people out there saying, oh, hey, they use Google and AI. Well, in Earth 1, they were physical suits in this Elseworld story of Lanterns. They decide to bring a show to the mainstream of Lanterns and use an Elseworld concept of physical suits. So I call cap on that. I call cap on anyone that's leaning into, it's somewhere in the comics. It's not the lone lore. Like how y'all's like mad that Henry Cavill wasn't the Superman of your man lore. Lantern's physical suit is not accepted main lore of this character. So that's an L. Okay. That's an L. Then the whole wear and damage, that's an L. Okay. That's not what we look at Lanterns or have wear and tear suits. Get on out of here with that. I thought you were doing something cool, saying, "Oh, yeah, it's an offshoot story that does that." No. And if you let Ryan Reynolds do it better than you in 2011, and that's a bad movie, y'all. All right, you watch 2011 Green Lanterns. I give you 30 minutes, then you should turn the film off because it's bad after that. Okay, it's not a good film. And that's respecting the Lantern brand better than this so far. This show is cosplaying as a Lantern show. It's an HBO Emmy show. And hey, maybe they'll find their audience outside of the comic fans because you're not respecting the comics fans with this show. So, next. Not this. This. You got in the trailer, Laura Linney is a guardian. So you have a human guardian in the show. Now, again, according to the comics, all I do is go off lore, y'all. I'm not nitpicking this just for the sake of nitpicking it. I'm saying, hey, normally in the comics, the Guardians look like this. They don't look like humans. And I had people on Twitter say, oh, this is an offshoot story where a Guardian become a human. I don't want that story. Again, what's a part of the accepted lore that Guardians look like aliens? Okay? 99.9% of the time. You pick the one off 0.01% where they became a human. You said, let's save some money and put it in the show. No. Okay? This is not the aura of the Guardians. This has no allure. Why are we not cosmic and Oa? You come down to Earth and be a human? This is cheap. Exactly. Budget Lens. This is a cheap show. You saw all the green shots already. This show is exactly what we think it is, y'all. It is a cheap route. It is a cheap route. And that just is what it is. That just is what it is. There's not much else to say with that, with Lanterns. We're going to see the execution next month, right? Next month. And then finally, actually, let's catch up with the chat real quick. Timu CU. The show could be called Shapeshifters, Secret Invasions. Why not? Cheap, lazy, budget, human guardian. I'm just saying, again, I saw people defending it. Hey, there was this one story, Sylabdul, where there's a human guardian. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here? Are we playing games right now? Lanterns, when is it premiere? Release date August 16th. So we got a couple more weeks, Carlos. Looking forward to it. And if that wasn't enough, you had the Clayface, which no one's going to care that it comes out. No one's talking about Clayface at all today. 48 hours after the trailer came out, no one cares about Clayface. Lanterns, who really cares? Actually, we care because Lanterns is an IP. They're not taking it seriously, so they're going to get panned even more. Clayface, at least people are going to ignore it enough to not probably destroy it. Lanterns, we're going to care and probably destroy it, right? If that wasn't enough, in the KFCU, again, this is a rumor, but the rumor's so bad, it probably is true because it's James Gunn. Now, first off, Daniel RPK, that was 100%. He's not. He doubted my Batflex scoop. So that's always I always got smoke with Daniel RPK coming at me, bro. But this is crazy to even read this, okay? This is how far we just had Marvel with Avengers Doomsday, Doctor Doom, the X-Men, Fox X-Men pulling up, Ghost Rider, Black Panther 3. You got James Gunn today leaking out Brother Power is rumored to be in Man of Tomorrow. Who is Brother Power? Who is this guy? A mannequin brought to life by a lightning strike. He's a hippie era Silver Age deep cut created by Joe Simon. Now listen. This rumor's so bad, I believe it. Like, that's how bad. Exactly. Like, who? This is so bad, I believe James Gunn would do this. Brother Power, no one has read a comic of Brother Power. No one. Right? Now, Brother Power, he has like super strength. No one cares about this character. This is right in line with what James Gunn would do. No one cares, bro. Live action DCU is a joke. Fire James Gunn, fire Peter Safran, fire all the legacy DC execs from the Sujihara era. This is a joke. This is a joke. Okay, no Batman, no Wonder Woman. You got the Justice Gang. You got Blue Beetle. All respect to the character, the film bombed. But what are we doing here? There's nothing that's going to bring more eyes to this film from 2025. Meaning, you're talking about repeat business or worse. You should have already leaked out a picture of Brainiac. If you want to break the internet gun, you should release a picture of Brainiac, but I'm sure he has a purple jacket on. So we're going to clown that on Twitter as well. You thought you had something with Lex Luthor with the Buzz Lightyear suit, which I thought was a decent suit, but still it's too good to ignore the joke with that. So the gun, you have nothing. You have nothing. Your contract's up April 2027, and it's over for your DCU. It's over. Okay, that's where we're at. Brother Power, why not? Let's suck more. Yeah, what is this? What is this, bro? It's a joke. This is all a joke. Overall, for the KFCU, right on brand. What James Gunn is bringing live action DC fans. He was too scared to show up in San Diego Comic-Con to hide Clayface on the Thursday panel. HBO brought lanterns. Gunn and Safran didn't even bring lanterns. It was HBO. It's a wrap. Marvel destroyed y'all. Marvel was on pause since 2019 after Endgame. Marvel's been fumbling for 7 years. They finally figured out a couple of years ago, okay, let's bring back RDJ. Let's bring back an event film. Just Thunderbolts ain't working. Sam Wilson Cap ain't working. Even Fantastic Four didn't bring big numbers in. We need RDJ. So that's what they're bringing. DC, Brother Power. No one knows this character. It's a joke. It's a joke, bro. Jacket watch. Yeah, I'm with Jules on that. He said no jackets, right? Because we're gonna clown that jacket. we're gonna clown the mess out of that jacket if he does that. Man. Insane. So that is what it is. What's going on with the KFCU? Let's get into this week's session. Got to bring someone up on a Summer Jam screen for this session to clap back. I get my intro music for that. We'll probably have that next time. Because I'll probably do a clapbacks every week. I don't plan on it, but this person really kind of pushed me to do this. Like I was just chilling, minding my business, talking about DC live action sucks. And then they decided to jump in my mentions. So let's bring up this guy here. Who are we talking about? Mike Kalinowski. This is a guy, he shows up on Christian Harloff's show. He's connected with those Collider people. And he felt like he had to jump. He actually did. Maybe I came at him first. Let me be fair. Let me be fair. I did come at him first. Okay, so let me frame this properly. With this. Hold on. Let me. I kind of put him out there. I did come at him first. I still don't like him, but so this guy. He's on the Christian Harloff show. And again, I've said publicly, I actually like Harloff's show. I know Harloff, he's, all these guys, Collider, New Rock Stars, Real Rejects, all of them are failed Hollywood people. They failed actors, writers. That's what they are. So Mike Kalinowski, you're right in there, buddy. Right on code, right? I knew the Shields got shook up a couple weeks ago. When I did my Shield Elite stream, when all y'all came at me, y'all put the hit out on me, when my tweet blew up about clowning James Gunn, all y'all came to James Gunn's defense, right? They sent out the Elite Shields, Blu-ray Angel, Fake Joe Russo, High Top Alex, all of them came at me, right? So we talked about this before. So Mike Kalinowski was like, let me at him, like a scrappy dude looking dude. Like, let me at him. So this post here, and Roka came at me too. So yeah, I smoke for Roka as well too. But I'm quoting his tweet, right? So I did go at him. But his tweet says, the Lanterns trailer will shut people up. That's the trailer we just saw, right? It was just he says, the Manhunters, Cosmic Mystery, Sinestro, and Green Constructs. And I just quote you. I just said no. I just said so yeah, I was being a jerk. I was. But he had to take that like personal. He had to take it like, oh, you coming at my neck, bro. I was like, nah, that didn't shut up everyone, bro. We just saw this trailer. That didn't shut us up. We said, no, this is a discount Lanterns, right? So he got so upset. He puts no Snyderverse. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, hey. So you looked at you know who sylabdul is, all right? He sees y'all comments in the chat, okay? Kalinowski, John Roca, High Top Alex, Fake Joe Russo, all of them read y'all comments, y'all, okay? I'm just letting y'all know when y'all lie, so make it good. Make it good. Because they reading your comments. He says, no Snyderverse. Oh, okay. I'm like, hey, bro, focus on DCU, bro. We're just talking about your fake DCU. That's what we're talking about, right? What's crazy, he tries to act like I'm a Snyder fan. So y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat. This is a dead serious question. What Snyder fan out there? Because Mike Kalinowski, again, this is your role you're playing on a Christian. That's what I said about John Roca. John Roca's playing. I'm the anti-gun guy, but then he's defending gun in my mentions. Are you really an anti-gun guy, John Roca, or are you just playing that on podcasts? This is a role you're playing because you failed in Hollywood. You're a failed actor, failed writer, etc. That's why you're podcasting. You have sources, so that's how your channel blows up, right? You have connects. They made it, you didn't. Just like Mike Kalinowski. They made it, you didn't. Was he a voice character? I don't know what this guy does. He said he's in Monster Inc. Is he a voice guy? Is that what he is? You a failed voice actor? I don't know. I know you failed in Hollywood. That's why you're on a Christian Harloff's podcast. So let's establish that. What Snyder fan would ever, if you're a real Snyder fan, who would ever joke no Snyderverse? At all, a real Snyder fan, will we ever joke about, oh, no Snyderverse? You're defending James Gunn. He auditioned for Hal Jordan. He failed. Right, so he's failed. Who? That's why you're podcasting like me, Mike Kalinowski, and you don't have your own show. You're on someone else's show. I got my own show. No Snyder fan would ever joke like this. So miss us with this. We're cutting out a lot of people who's cosplaying as Snyder fans, who's trying to play characters on podcasts. Because again, your movie career didn't pop. You want to play a character on a podcast on Harloff's channel. But he's saying he's a Snyder fan, Marcus. This is another tweet. He's saying, oh, I love Snyder's work. Then you wouldn't joke like this, bro. Denied. You're not a Snyder fan, okay? It's bad enough there's Snyder fans who's like pushing false information and they feel that they got to be a troll to everyone. That's a whole nother story right there. You, bro, you're saying, oh, no Snyderverse? Okay, you're not a Snyder fan. So stop faking it. Stop faking it. Since you see my tweets, you probably see the stream right now. I'm streaming this on X Twitter as well. Okay? We don't accept you being no Snyder fan will ever type those words together. Come at another Snyder fan. You're acting like these Netflix dudes. Are they Snyder fans, these Netflixers? Because Netflix, they're out of the Zack Snyder business, and these Netflixers are attacking Snyder fans. Are they Snyder fans? They're just here for Netflix? Allegedly, you getting a check? Now, I didn't get the Monster Inc. John. I don't watch Monster Inc. He failed. That's my point. These dudes ain't Snyder fans. If you're Mike Kalinowski playing a character on Christian Harloff's show, and if you're a Netflixer still holding down Netflix when they're out of the Netflix business or Zack Snyder business, y'all the same to me. That's crazy. You're supposed to be a Snyder fan. You're acting just like Guzzlers and Glazers. All y'all the same to me. Guzzlers, Glazers, Mike Kalinowski, Netflixers. Anti-Trumpers. I ain't gonna go there with it. But it's like, bro, we not the same, Matt Kalinowski. So don't come no Snyderverse. You're denied. But there's more. There's more with this guy. Now, this guy, I can't just be one slide, right? We gotta go. This man, when you're talking about guzzling and glazing, this man, he went on all knees, on all fours for this. Oh, he got so upset. And my responses to him, now I did say some other stuff. I didn't bring it on the screen, but I was jabbing at him. But this man said, yo, it's exactly why the Lantern's on Friday by itself. First off. Listen, y'all think I'm a rookie out here, bro. I've been to Comic-Con several times. I was in Hall H. Friday is Baby Boy Friday. Saturday is Big Willie Saturday. If you're Friday, and then even worse, Thursday like Clayface, nah, stay on out of here, bro. You guzzling so hard, glazing so hard, on all fours. This man. Oh, this is why Lantern was on Friday. Hey, this was unprovoked, y'all. This was unprovoked. This was unprovoked, okay? He just got mad at me and just came at me. He said, the trailer crushed. The 7 scenes they showed were awesome. The fan reaction as the word got out changed. Even those who are skeptical are now excited for it. Chat, let Mike Kalinowski know, because he watches this stream. Were you convinced by the trailer we just saw? Did that flip your opinion on the discount lanterns? That Jon Stewart, are you cool that Jon Stewart hates Hal Jordan? The showrunner hates Hal Jordan. Everyone's a jerk. Hal Jordan gets murked. Did that change your opinion? Because Mike Kalinowski, failed Hollywood actor, is saying, hey, bro, the trailer flipped it. He's so heated. They get us unprovoked. I even asked him this. He just jumped in here. I'm just saying, I'm leaving up to the people. If the people ain't rocking what I'm saying, I have nothing to say. But if the people are saying this is discount lanterns, bro, you're in the minority, Mike Kalinowski, just like the Supergirl crowd, just like the Clayface crowd. That's where you're at, bro. You don't gotta guzzle so hard. You don't gotta wish for the best so hard before you see it. We gotta wait and actually see this show, bro. You can't just be like, oh, it's gotta be great. We just saw Supergirl. They got gunned up. The worst DC performance film ever. It's on digital in under 4 weeks. And we're supposed to be like, oh, but Lantern's going to be better. Superman underperformed. Under oath, Netflix CEO, co-CEO Ted Sarandos says they pulled it early, just like Supergirl. Same timeline. Said Supergirl made like a 4th of Superman, which is crazy. Like a 6th. Oh, my goodness. So that's bad enough. What happened with Supergirl or with Superman? Superman did not kill any blockbuster type of things. Peacemaker season 2 underperformed. Was it Creature Commandos? No one watched Creature Commandos back in the day. Supergirl bombed. Lanterns, I'm not feeling the same vibes as you, bro. I told y'all last week, I said in Hall H, when you're at Comic-Con, it's geek heaven, right? Everyone loves everything. Everyone's floating around buying toys and comics, merch. it's really a great atmosphere. There's no hate. No one hates anything in comedy. You're just happy to be there, right? You spent the money. You're waiting in lines. You're happy just to be at Comic-Con. So you don't have room to hate anything. You just have one idiot that waited in line for 2 days just to mean mug James Gunn in the front row. Like, you wasted 48 hours of your life, but that's Netflixers for you. But outside of that one idiot, everyone who goes to Comic-Con is there and they're hype and they're like, yo, like, I'm just floating around and everything's cool. So yeah, they're gonna be happy with any new footage you give them. Right? I've been in the building. That is what it is. That's not your gauge on what's hot. But again, you're a guzzler, Mike Kalinowski. So you're gonna guzzle and glaze whatever you get. That is what it is. But you can't speak for the majority, Mike, because that did not turn the tide of the show. We're gonna find out in about 3 weeks. The viewership, we'll actually take a month after that. But the point, we're gonna find out in about a month or so. Are people really watching Lanterns? Right? We're gonna find out real soon. And I just think you may be in the minority, Mike Kalinowski. But there's more. There's more. Hey, we're going. Hey, Mike was very active. I only commented this dude like 2 times. He's like a whole paragraph, a book to me about this, man. This dude, he says, it's people like you. Oh, people like, let's border. Kalinowski, that's like a Polish name. A little anti, little borderline ism right there. People like me. They can't possibly wrap your little deranged brains. Did I don't think I insulted him yet. I'm probably about to now. But he said, your deranged brains. And did you spell deranged right? I don't think you spelled that right. Is it? Anyway, there are people that love Zack Snyder's DC and love the new DC. We're fans of the actual DC Comics characters and don't worship a single director with cult like fealty. Listen. First off, Kalinowski, we got the screenshot. You said no Snyderverse. So you don't love Zack Snyder's DC. So you're disqualified. We're not the same. You can't come in here and be like, oh, I love Zack, no Snyderverse. Oh. That's a joke to you? Just like you weirdos. Oh, where's the haircut? Are you fans of the haircut or not? You're not fans of that. If you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to diss, haircut. Oh, Snyderverse. So nah, bro, you're rejected. We saw you on Front Street. I already got the screenshot out there. So you're done. You're done with this. Oh, I like Zack Snyder's DC. No, you don't joke like that, bro. No Snyderverse. So denied. And love the new DC. Who of all, and I'm very serious when I say this. How many podcasters in the past year, that's resembled my approach, giving this new DC a chance while still championing Zack Snyder? I'm probably the only one. So you hit the jackpot, Mike Kalinowski. I'm the wrong account to bring this to, bro. I'm actually a Snyder fan who, again, has a platform who was actually giving Gunn's DC a chance until he disappointed me. So this old ready-baked response that you thought you was cooking with does not apply to me, bro, or to Syl Nation. Now, some of the viewers, y'all didn't give Gunn a chance at all, and that's cool. I'm not the one to bring this to, bro. You got to find another random Snyder fan, bro. That doesn't stick with me, bro. I'm Teflon with this right here. I actually gave this DC a chance. So again, all you saw was one or two of my streams. He saw y'all in the chat who was clowning Gunn, and he's like, "Oh, I figured this guy out." Oh, yeah. You didn't. Go back to last summer. I took heat. I took heat from Snyder fans last summer. giving this Gunn DC a chance. But again, I know I speak for other people who are Snyder fans and actually gave all DC a chance. So I have no problem with that. I stand on what I stand on, and that is what it is. You don't got me pegged right at all, Mike Kalinowski. So you need to take out of your draft this ready-baked response to Snyder fans, because it doesn't apply to me. I am, and along with all of Still Nation, we are fans of actual DC comic characters. And we actually rocked with Tim Burton, with Schumacher, with Nolan, with Snyder, and some of us with Matt Reeves as well, too. And some of us, I'm not saying all, some of us was actually giving Gunn a chance, and he failed us. So again, you're going at the wrong account, Mike. Switch it up. You're not a real Snyder fan, so we're not going to allow you to run on that anymore. Anytime you say, "Oh, I'm a Snyder fan too," when you're on a Harloff's channel, I'm gonna bring that screenshot up. No Snyderverse? That's what you said, bro. But you a Snyder fan? Nah, you're not a Snyder fan, bro. JT says still took many L's during the Superman run. He redeemed himself as Supergirl. Hey, but I stood on what I stood on. It was about the performance. Superman wasn't DOA, but it didn't make enough, right? And I still stand on that. It didn't make as much as Man of Steel. And according to Netflix, it got pulled early. You can't escape the facts, right? I know people like that. I know some Snyder fans are still upset about that. That is what it is. I stand on the numbers. That's why Supergirl, I'm really leaning into that because the numbers are bad. You see what I'm saying? But don't front anymore, Mike. Next time I see you, I'm a Snyder fan. We're calling you out. I gave everyone the screenshot, Mike. You said no Snyderverse like it was a joke. You're not a Snyder fan. Stop faking it. Stop acting like that's your character on a Harloff show. That's over. Okay? That's over. What else we got? We got one more for him? One more. I know. It's a full body right here. Let's see. I gotta turn these comments off for a second. The comments are spamming. It's all good. It's probably just YouTube acting up. We got CY. We got CY coming off the top ropes. Can't join to watch tonight as I'll be out with friends, but really was hoping for a close of the deal. Snyder's return to be announced before the end of this year. Hope it still happens before the cast are too old. This is what I would say, CY, is that the oldest person of the cast is Ben Affleck. And I think he still has another 10 years, right? So with Paramount, like we always said, like if it would have closed this year, then we was expecting some kind of Snyderverse announcement by early next year, right? If it closes next year, then I'm expecting some kind of Snyderverse announcement, possibly, 2028, right? So I don't think we're too far off, will we get this announcement in time? These deals normally close. It usually takes 2 years for these deals to close. Paramount was trying to do the impossible and closing in 6 months. So if it's going to take another year, I don't think that hurts anything. And I still believe the connection of the Saudis, they're already signed off on the deal. They want to do the Snyderverse. So I have no worries. If it closes today or a year from now, I'm good because I believe we're going to get the Snyderverse either way. Zach's going to do DC again. I believe for sure. And definitely appreciate your support. I know you couldn't be in the live as much as you wanted, but one time. I gotta cut that because they're gonna when I play that, man, they want to cut my stream off every time I play that. Every time I play that, bro. Let's see. Shout out to CY. Long-term supporter, of the platform. Okay, let's get to this dude. His last, again, we on your head, bro. Mike Kalinowski, you jumping in my mentions. Again, I answered him one time, and this dude, he's been typing to me like he has something to prove to me and Syl Nation. So I made a comment. It wasn't to Mike at all. You see, this dude just jumps in my mentions, bro. I didn't tag him. I wasn't talking about him. And I just said, yo, I responded to Movies by Mayor. He's been on my channel before, Mayor. The quoted tweet was like, DC should have had a panel. Marvel blew him out of the water. Though Marvel, that wasn't their best panel ever. Marvel, that was a mid panel. Great announcements. Marvel didn't kill the game, but that Black Panther, the new T'Challa was a great announcement. Gosling was a great announcement. And that's all they didn't have to do. They didn't have to go full on, with that. But it says you might not have been able to surpass them, but at least better to compete than to just throw in the towel. That's the gist of what Mayor says. I came in and said the sad thing for DC is that this wasn't even close to Marvel's best San Diego Comic-Con. It wasn't. I was there with RDJ 2 years ago. That was the greatest panel they ever had when they revealed RDJ. This year was not even close to that, but you had great announcements. Black Panther 3 did crazy on the internet, right? That announcement. Just a couple solid announcements, hype of Avengers, then they dipped. DC at the exec level just don't get it. # fire James Gunn and Peter Safran and the legacy DC execs from the Suzara era, right? That's what I mean by that. Mike, unprovoked. Where does this dude come from, bro? I think I made him mad a couple of days ago. He just came back unprovoked. Do you have me on notification, Mike? How did I jump in your timeline like this, bro? He says, look, this sounds like someone whose feelings are hurt. I've heard a lot of feelings in my life, mostly beta males, and this is how they sound right here. Very sassy. Look at this guy. And that's exactly why nothing you tweet matters. Okay. Very sassy, very emotional. Like, my goodness, bro. Who is this dude? Like really, who are you really, bro? Because all I saw you, again, was on Harloff's channel. Someone said you was on something else. I don't know what you was on, bro. I know you failed. I do know that. I do know you, whatever you tried to do, you failed. This man, feelings are hurt, right? Nothing you says matters. That sounds like my old college girlfriend. You don't matter. You weren't there. Oh, there we go. Shield elites. You wasn't there. So now for me to comment, listen. Oh, you're a gift, Mike. You're a gift. Well, y'all doing this to yourselves, okay? I can't criticize James Gunn. They said because if I don't act in films or write films or direct films, I can't criticize James Gunn. Now, if I'm not at Comic-Con, I can't criticize Comic-Con. And though I was in the building before, but since I wasn't there, I can't criticize it. Shield elites. This is what I'm talking about. These privileged people, you got your connections. Your friends blew up and you didn't. Right? You the scrub on the passenger side of the ride trying to holler at her, right? That's you, Mike. You're in the passenger seat. So you didn't blow up, bro. You got less than 10,000 followers. I got nearly 7,000. I'm just some black guy from Kentucky. I just happen to hear a few things about Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. I got nearly the same amount of followers you got. And you're connected in Hollywood. And you failed. And your friends got in, but you failed. But you got this whole Shield Elite thing. You wasn't there, bro. So I can't be in the building. I was in the building. I'm gonna go next year. So I can have an opinion next year, Mike. I'm gonna take a picture and tag you, Mike, next summer from San Diego Comic-Con. I got family in San Diego. So I gotta get a hotel. Okay. So I'm just saying. This whole Shield Elite stuff, I hate this. Oh, you gotta be an actor. You're none of these things, Mike. You're someone following just a random person on Twitter because I hurt your feelings a couple of days ago. Now this really gonna hurt your feelings now. Now I'm really telling you about yourself because I know you're watching. That's how you knew about the whole you're Snyderverse, no Snyderverse. What you gonna say next? And people on your head in my comments. I didn't bring up all the comments. They own you, Mike. Don't come at us, bro. Don't come at us, bro. We gotta be there to criticize stuff now. Y'all are fooling yourselves. That's why we're rejecting this whole elitism. It's this buffer class. It's Hollywood buffer class of people that didn't make it in Hollywood, trying to overlord the fans. And we're saying, no, we're done with that. Y'all the ones that talked about BVS, about Man of Steel. We're rejecting y'all, Mike. You can't cosplay as a Snyder fan. We got you. We already got the screenshot of you dissing the Snyderverse. So next time you try to pull that, I'm a Snyder fan, I'm going to timestamp you on Harloff's next video with the screenshot, Mike. You can't play that role. You lost that role, Mike, just like all your other roles. You lost it. You're not a Snyder fan, bro. Stop cosplaying. So we got to be at Comic-Con to listen how this sounds. We got to be there to diss DC not being there. Listen, because my tweet was DC should have been there. He's saying I wasn't there. I can't talk about DC not being there. Do you hear yourself, Mike, when you type this out? That's how I know this is anger and emotion. That's how I know what this is. This is beta behavior. This ain't new to me.
You are a beta male.
This ain't new to me, Mike. I gotta be there to criticize DC not being there. Next year, I'm gonna be there, Mike. Then what? Can I criticize it then? Even if I'm not there, Mike, spoiler alert, I'm gonna criticize it again because DC ain't gonna be there again. This man said, every sign points to Marvel having the biggest panel of all time. They dropped the ball. Okay. DC is coming off of a loss with Supergirl, and they have no major things to announce. What are you talking, bro? You're admitting DCU is over by guzzling and glazing unprovoked. No one tagged you, Mike. No one's talking about you, just like your career, Mike. No one's talking about you in this thread at all until you jumped in. And they got in you after this pause, after your reply. So Marvel's supposed to be, Marvel dropped the ball. No, Marvel controls the internet up to today. Ryan Gosling, Ghost Rider was a great announcement. The new T'Challa was a wonderful announcement. That's moving the needle for CBM overall. No one's talking about Clayface anymore. And they're probably not talking about Lanterns anymore either, Mike, but they're talking about Marvel still. You see the difference in that? And then you admit, why didn't DC show up? They just had a loss. Oh, I'm glad you admit that. Supergirl was a loss. No major things to announce. Celebrate Man of Tomorrow. Batman Part 2. It's not about, they don't have the money. They were there Thursday and Friday. So it's not about the money. DC, y'all are not ready for the bright lights. It's a failure on exec level. And you're glazing them, Mike. For what? You admitted it. They have nothing. And they should have brought in again, Man Tomorrow, Batman Part 2. Unless Reeves is like, no, don't even touch Batman Part 2. Further showing when Gunn and Safran's contract is up April 2027, they're done. So if you're going to glaze something, bro, at least glaze a winner. Like, don't glaze losers, bro. Like, what are you? Oh, Mike. Now I'm really going to clown you because you're following my tweets. And I'm glad you are. And I know you watch these streams as well, too. I can't wait to see what you say next. On Harloff's channel, I'm gonna clip you now. You'll be part of the weekly show every week now, Mike. You came at the wrong person, bro. I'm that petty. Especially when I have a point. See, what you thought, Mike, well, again, you want to cosplay as a Snyder fan, and you think, oh, all Snyder fans are going to push fake memes, fake information, we're bots, and everything. No, I had a point. Everything I'm saying, when I say fire James Gunn, I'm saying it's a failure at exec level. You thought I was just some kind of random troll on Twitter, just saying what people want to hear. I say what people want to hear, but it's the truth. You can't discount that, Mike. I ain't the only one saying fire James Gunn. Longtime DC fans are saying fire James Gunn. But you, claiming you're a Snyder fan, are guzzling James Gunn. We're not the same, bro. Do not claim you're a Snyder fan again on public Twitter or internet ever again. I will find you. I will troll you. I got the screenshot. I weaponized the viewers with the screenshot as well too. Mike, do not claim you're a Snyder fan again. That rolls over. Just like that. Whether you tried it for Hal Jordan, you failed that. That role, you lost that role. You lost this role as well too as a Snyder fan, cosplaying. Just like Roka. Stop pretending you're anti-gun, John Roka. I hurt your feelings going at James Gunn. Roka was like, went crazy. Like, oh, you're not in the industry, bro. You're not either, Roka. You're not either, Mike. Your friends are. Right? I got a cousin in the NFL. Am I in the NFL? Because my cousin's in the NFL? Like, what are we doing, bro? You didn't make it. You just like us. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah, how did Marvel drop the ball? Marvel controlled the internet for sure. Fire James Gunn for sure. This man, I'm on your head, Mike. I'm just letting you know. You came at me. I'm just saying. I did. Again, I was honest. I did come at Mike first. I showed you that first. This post right here, but it wasn't even like going at his head. He was just like, oh, this trailer's gonna shut people up. I just said no. That's all I said. I was like, nah, it didn't shut people up. And then you got mad immediately. No Snyderverse? Okay, bro. Okay. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, Mike. It's all good, bro. And then you jump in my mentions unprovoked. It's all good, bro. We got you. I see you. Okay? I see you. I'm watching. Last minute comments and questions, throw it in the chat. We're enough petty for a weekend. I gotta close this down. Go eat some dinner. Much love. Let's see what you got in the chat before we close this out, man. He came at me, bro. It's like, yeah, it's always unprovoked, bro. I never ask for these. People come at me. I'm just expressing myself. And then he decided to jump in my mentions, bro. So hey, it's on. It's on. It's on. Now we on your head, bro. That's all I'm saying. We still have to wait for Jimmy Crackcorn, Gorilla Grodd. That's another big joke right there. Oh my goodness. Gorilla Grodd, a comedy. People chant for a reason. I'm here for, hey, as long as I'm saying what the people want, I'm gonna be here. When that day ends, like if the day comes where I ain't speaking for the people, then nobody got to worry about me no more. But I think the people are feeling what I'm saying. And again, they on his head already. I'm letting you know on Twitter, like they on his head. Like this man, he jumped in all emotional, and he getting lit up already. But hey, I'm ready now. Now I'm gonna seek you out, Mike. I'm gonna say next time I see you on Harloff's channel, you say anything. Oh, I like Snyder. I got you. You don't say anything Snyder. Don't say anything with an SNY. Like don't Snide. Don't say anything close to that. I'm gonna clip you. I'm just saying, bro. Black Panther 3, Spider-Man. Yeah, they said they had a brand new day there. Yeah. Personally enjoyed X-Men 97. Yeah. Marvel was great all weekend. Talking about Marvel dropped the ball. Like, what are you talking about, right? Crazy. Not like us. Beta. We got him. Throwing of lies. They're all fraud. All failed Hollywood people. That's what we're dealing with. And we kind of knew it. We kind of knew it with in the BVS days, but we didn't know like how prevalent, like the Jeff Johns and all that angle. Now it's very clear, right? All these people that didn't make it in Hollywood, they got to suck up to, now they're sucking up to James Gunn, right? They were sucking up to Jeff Johns 10 years ago. Now they sucking up to James Gunn, all right? So we see the angle. And then they're on these podcasts playing roles, playing characters, not playing real people. John Roca, oh, I hate James Gunn. I hate some of his decisions. No, you don't, Roca. Because your feelings got hurt when I dissed James Gunn. Roca, you don't hate James Gunn. You're playing a role, a failed role that you didn't get in Hollywood. And Mike as well, failed role. I like the Snyderverse. There's so much projection. Like, we see what you're doing, Mike. It felt fake every time you said it, but now, oh, no Snyderverse? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what this meant. No Snyderverse? Yeah, we own you, bro. You can't pretend no more. The feelings got so hurt. You showed your card right there. No Snyderverse. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. Okay. Let's see what happens next. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna slide on out of here, man. Much love to Silver Nation. Y'all already know these weekly shows. It's normally Saturday noon Eastern Standard Time. If I'm working, I gotta move it to Sunday nights. So we'll see again. If Sunday holds pretty well, we may keep it Sundays because that's less likely the day that I have to work. But we'll try Saturday again if it's free next week, right? So we shall see. Much love to Silver Nation. Jules, you should be back. If not next week, another week from now. It's all good. I didn't give you this before I left one time.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career. 30 years of my career.
All right, now the show is complete. Much love to Silver Nation. Till next time, stay tuned. Patreons, members, more to come.
Watchmen forever vigilant, steady watching and listening, disciplined, militant, killing these dudes that started visiting. What's the latest word, yo, Sil? We need to know. Tell us what you heard, yo, Sil. We need to know the ins and outs. Who's walking out, buying in? We need to know your thoughts on what you do to stream a hell of a show. Let's go. One hell of a show. Let's go.